Will security please report to Section 3? Security to Section 3, please.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
There really is a Kentucky Fried Chicken school.
Yep, today we're making the Colonel's original recipe.
What have you learned?
Fresh chicken makes the best chicken.
And that we use 11 herbs and spices.
Oh, but that's the Colonel's secret. And special pressure cooking.
So it's always tender and juicy.
Looks like you've learned to make great chicken.
Only way to serve our customers right.
It's so nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Many cities have local ordinances prohibiting smoking on the sales floor of a retail store. We ask that you cooperate by safely extinguishing all smoking material in the containers provided at the entrance to the store. Thank you for not smoking.
Has Wayne Newton split with his wife and hit the jackpot with his new romance? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
Can you lose weight by switching from celery to sweets? This week's National Enquirer tells you. How can you put office troublemakers in their place? What curse of death and disaster haunts the Super Bowl?
It's in the Enquirer.
What bizarre surprises popped up on Caroline's wacky honeymoon? Find out in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
Shoppers, Kmart offers an easy layaway plan for your shopping convenience. It's available in every department of the store. Simply make a small deposit on your purchase and we'll hold it for payment later. Take advantage of our sales prices today. Put your purchases in layaway now.
Attention, please. If you plan to pay for your purchase with a personal check, please have the check approved at the service desk before going through the checkout lanes.
The Renault Revolution has begun.
Renault 18i.
Introducing the front-wheel drive performance machine that matches BMW in acceleration, but beats its price by $4,000. The Bosch fuel-injected family sedan that beats the gas mileage of Toyota Celica. Renault 18i. At more dealers than any other European car.
Renault 18i.
Renault. More than just economy. At American Motors.
Starting this Monday at Zayre, you can save in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ways at our 300 bestseller sale. We've taken 300 of the most popular items we carry, 300 of the things you want most, and priced them to sell like never before. Big things, little things, fashion things, fun things, things you want, things you need. All in this remarkable circular, all in this spectacular sale. The Zayre 300 bestseller sale. Don't miss it.
The mics are on. The mics are on. I'm too.
Fuck. Find that cough button.
If we had a cough button, you would just have to hold it all the way down.
Yeah, forever. Shave your clam and douche it out.
Gross. Inappropriate. You need to go back up because I got to turn you down.
No, it was fine. We were talking into the back. Somebody was talking into the back side of the mic.
He sets sideways.
Is it like this?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, he sets like more on the corner.
Oh, I see. He turns the chair.
Yeah.
This? Oh, yeah. Well, it makes sense that way. Yeah. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter.
He does that so he can look at Colin. He normally has his laptop right there, too.
Oh, okay. Understood. I still do it. Those fucking headphones. You know what Amazon is pissing me off?
Yeah.
If you choose the free shipping, like I don't have Prime anymore. I got rid of it. If you choose the free shipping, that's fine, and they'll ship it for nothing. And it
takes like 2 weeks, but
well,
yeah.
The reason why it takes so long is because they just sit there. They don't ship it.
Yeah.
That never happened to me before. That's the only reason I had Prime and I got rid of it, because I was like, fuck, you choose the free shit. You do, bam, bam, they send it out the next day, and you get it.
Yeah.
You get it. You still get it in like 2 or 3 days.
Well, you get low priority pick. So
they're not even fucking picking it.
Yeah. So it's whenever like they have no picks up is when they'll pick it.
And that's bull. Yeah, they changed that a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like ordered something 4 fucking days ago and it's still sitting there. It's like, oh no, we haven't shipped it. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no. That's
so I started canceling shit.
When they do ship it, they're gonna send it just like the Prime shit. It'll be here 2 days from when they ship it.
But they just don't ship it.
Yeah.
Shitty.
Well, it's free
they
shipping.
Suck. I know,
You're
but they
not paying
suck,
Prime.
man. They do suck.
I mean, it's a corporation. Like, they're better than Walmart, and in 20 years, they'll be Walmart.
I don't think it'll take that long.
Walmart started off as a good company. I mean, Walmart.
When the old man was alive.
Yeah, Walmart in the 80s was like all American made shit. Like, it was more important to have American made shit than
bringing it home
cheap prices.
Bringing it home to the USA.
I've always known Walmart to be the place you wear your sweatpants to.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But it become a shitty company that don't pay their employees, and that's what Amazon's doing slowly over time.
Yeah.
They're the internet's Walmart.
God.
Evil corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I guess we're going to wait on Bruce.
Are we?
There's only 3 of us.
Today?
4 of us.
I got a Rat Fink patch coming, too.
Nice. I got some Rat Fink buttons coming. I'll give you one of those. I've got 3 of the characters coming. I've got Rat Fink, and I've got the I can't remember his name, but he's the dude that wears the helmet that says FTW on the side.
Yeah.
And another one too.
That's pretty good.
I forgot you ordered those.
I told you I got a Rat Fink neon sign for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
It's fucking sweet.
That is sweet. What about the other sign?
With the Chevrolet one?
No, the one with the advertisement we're going to use for that big sign.
We were working on that after Christmas.
Okay.
She had a shit ton of Christmas
sure,
shit to do. She said, come back after the first of the year.
What?
Jazz has got to get the artwork done for it because we need vector graphics, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Out for delivery will be good, but she's got to do something for all the others.
Oh, yeah. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I don't know if she can do that. I don't know if you've ever done that before or not.
I don't know what that means. I watched her
change
Google
one
on
thing
Google
to another.
vector graphics and look for clip art on vector graphics.
Yeah.
It was just what she Googled.
Yeah, but you're going to have to do like the actual show titles and stuff. So maybe you'll just have to pick fonts. Maybe the way you have to go.
Kind of like with TPMs.
Yeah.
We just stood there and chose a font and typed it out.
Yeah.
The vector graphic only came in at the clip art stuff.
All right.
Very good.
Yeah. There was only one good day this week, man, that I was there for. I thought this week was going to be like super cake like it always is. Yesterday kind of sucked.
Yeah, there was a bunch of days that sucked. The Amazon was heavy as fuck. They dumped a bunch of shit. Evidently none of those fucking assholes worked.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday they were still in the lot whenever I went by.
They were out They were out last night, and they were out. I saw one today. I ran one off the road.
Oh.
Today.
Well, we're streaming, so if you committed a felony,
no, it's not a felony. It's just I'm in my personal vehicle driving around. The guy's coming at me, and then I fucking I get over in his lane a little bit to wake him up, and then he overcorrects and goes up into a yard. No big deal. I mean, one of those stupid high top vans. I mean, he didn't hurt anything. He just did. I mean, I'm sure everything inside the vehicle was upset, bouncing all over the place. That's what he gets. Fuck him. He's driving around, getting into my lane, looking at his phone, trying to find a place because he's dumb. Driving too fast. Fuck him. And then I just you try to get as close as you can. Kind of jerk the wheel over, like, hey, buddy, wake up.
All right,
and then he looks up. Holy shit. He's the one that drove up into the yard, not me.
So he's playing chicken with other cars now.
That's what I'm hearing. Is he's?
Nah, you're always hearing the negative.
He's bullying people off of the road.
You're always hearing the negative.
It's true.
The thrill of guitars is over. We are now playing chicken
it's not
with
over.
Amazon drivers.
I'm glad
he has time for 2 hobbies.
Yeah, I got time for 2 things. Possibly 3.
Yeah, he can do
room
more
for one more.
things.
Yeah, I could do more one.
Holy shit. Fuck. There was something else I had to talk. I don't know, man. I broadcasted for like 8 hours last night, I think.
Ugh. Jesus. Oh, I think I sent the thing out on Twitter already.
All right. Well, the live notification should have went out to everybody.
It did.
And we're at 11:10.
Yeah,
and Bruce said he was going to be 10 minutes late, so I'm assuming that means 11:20 because he's always 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
You're trying to account for that Bruce time?
Yeah, it's Bruce time. Sometimes you just got to ride the bull. You know what I mean, kid?
Nope. Ride the bull. Oof.
Don't you remember when Creed shoe polished his hair?
Yeah.
Can we get Red Bull in these things? Sometimes
because they're lame.
Sometimes you just got to ride the bull. You know what I mean?
She's known as the office bitch. Creed. How you doing?
What happened to Dwight? Got decapitated by a bird.
I think he just says he got decapitated and we had a funeral
That's
for
what
a
it
bird.
was, yeah.
Feeling nostalgic? Yeah, nostalgic. Fucking shit.
Just be cool and act like we're talking to the cops. Leave.
Yeah. I love that fucking guy. Creed's the best, man. That fucking shit with the dyed hair, though, that was fucking one of the best. He said something about old people because they're lame.
just an average day in the life of a dog food company. Quality control. That's what I do here.
Gonna have to write that down.
Why is she asking so many questions?
The Kmart Sports Center.
I don't know. I just got distracted by this
Mossberg and Marlin shotguns and rifles.
salt and pepper shakers.
Hard-side gun cases.
The ridges on the bottom of a salt and pepper shaker have a purpose. On the bottom?
Yeah.
What bottom?
So you turn the pepper upside down, and you know how like pepper doesn't come out very well.
Yeah.
And then you rub the salt shaker on those ridges, and the pepper will fall out like there's almost not a lid there.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
That's originally why those ridges,
the little bumps in the glass.
Yeah. It does it at like a frequency or something that just makes it like pour out.
No idea. Yeah, Bubbles actually didn't know that either until say 2 hours ago. He said his mind's blown.
Does it work the same way for the salt if it gets stuck?
I don't
it
think
says
so, no.
salt, but it says salt and pepper shakers. I don't know. Jesus. My mind's blown too, man. That's fucked up. I probably will never remember that. But
there was a popular internet video about it this week. I mean, I really was enjoying acting smart, like it was something I'd known for years, but I've known it for like 4 days.
You son of a bitch, you didn't know.
But they showed a video of how it works.
Oh, here he is.
He was only 4 minutes late.
That's not bad. So I guess what are we gonna do with the other 6 minutes? Fuck off.
Yeah. We can plan on that. We figured you said 10 minutes late, and we figured you're always 10 minutes late, so we were adding up to 20.
Yeah, we had another 20, whatever.
So you're 6 minutes early. Congratulations.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with this 6 minutes?
All right. Are we ready to roll?
Yeah. We're just gonna continue with this music.
I love this opening song.
Time.
This opening song just feels right.
It does.
It just feels like our opening song.
I think it's gonna be from now on. Don't you think?
I don't know why, man. It just feels right.
It just every time I hear it now, I'm thinking, okay, it's time to go. I'm like a horse in a fucking. Then you get the saddle on your back. You're like, oh, okay, I gotta take a shit. We're gonna run.
You got a song instead.
Tweet, tweet. Yeah, we've been searching for a fucking opening song for 4 years. This is it. Broadcasting live from the Big House. It's the #1 Delivery Guy podcast in Michigan. This is out for delivery. Welcome in. Hope you're well. We're sending thoughts and prayers to all the victims in Ohio. Okay, nothing happened. Just a shame y'all got to live there.
I'm in agreement on that.
I'm Colonel Brian, and I stole that from Mr. Mailman Brandon. You're welcome. Jazz, good morning.
Good morning.
No Fred today. He's in AA again.
Again, yeah.
Wolf Kid's here, though.
Thank you. Next.
Okay, very good. Present. Mayor Bruce.
Good morning.
6 minutes early.
Hello.
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 Very punctual.
Hello.
Punctual?
Hello.
Hello.
I can't hear myself at all.
Sound great to me.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Either. You can't hear me?
I can't hear yourself?
I hear you.
Well, I can hear you just fine.
That's weird.
That's strange.
Well,
Play with your
I guess it both
play with your knobs over there.
Yeah.
After lunch, Jason, sir.
Which one am I, 3?
Sir.
Hello. He's up on his feet. He's unzipping the. Oh my God!
I did get another Christmas gift.
Holy
to show you.
fuck!
Oh, that was me.
It's a. Holy shit!
Yes, this was
That's real.
This was a custom-made shirt special for him.
It's a lifestyle.
So he's got a shirt on. It's got a Camaro in the front. It says "It's a lifestyle," and it is a lifestyle. That's a good shirt. We're doing sight gags.
Hey, we're on Twitch
I guess
now. We can do
I guess I gotta
gags.
stand up. So you might.
You lost one of your S patches.
That is
That's a jacket.
That's something.
It's a jacket. Got the colors on here today, baby.
You lost one of your S patches, Brian?
S patches. What do you mean?
The lightning bolt S. Where'd it go?
Oh, come on. SS.
I knew what he meant.
I knew too. I was like, say it again. All right. I'm not a Nazi, so.
Now, I do have to
Devil
point
worshiper.
out that Brian said he was only on the 4-way that 1 week while he was sick, and we still have nose spray carrying with him now.
I'm carrying it around.
On the table.
This has
it's
been
a
the
full relapse now.
It is. It's a full relapse for his.
It is.
I was just using it because I was sick, just this 1 week, and then I'm done.
I haven't
And
used
I'm
it.
not going to do it again.
I haven't used it a couple days, but I'm still walking around with it in my pocket. I mean, I'm over the cold now.
He sounds like he's still a little sick.
You think?
You got
You
a
trying to
little,
get me to use
you
it?
got a
I
little
see some of
something
it.
back here. Maybe you need to just hang on to it.
You got
for
a little
now.
tickle.
No, it's gonna be
Go
fine.
ahead and order another case.
I thought this was the
Ship it
nose
to the
hangover
house.
voice.
No, it's not a nose hangover. I'm done with this shit. I'm
He
done with
says
it again.
as he holds it in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like when you quit smoking.
I just gotta have it with me.
When you quit smoking, I mean, I always did this. When I would quit smoking, I would keep the pack of cigarettes in my pocket a little while,
Yeah.
just carrying them around. You know, like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, and then you start smoking again one day.
And then you just have them there. It's like a safety blanket. And then you take them, and you throw. It's a cigarette blanket. And then
Yeah.
you take them and you throw them out the window. And
So
away to work.
you got like a nose spray blanket's what you're saying.
The question is, how many times did you quit smoking versus how many times have you quit this?
Well, quitting smoking's easy. I've done it thousands of times.
Sure, yeah.
He
This
picks up smoking just to
I-
quit it.
Yeah, I never did try to quit nasal spray. Never did. And then one day I just quit. You know.
And now it's back.
I'm gonna need
Well,
somebody
it's
to make
back
a
now 'cause I
meme
got
of,
sick,
of
but-
him looking longingly at a bottle of nose spray that says, "I just can't quit you."
Oh God. I did quit it, and I'm going to quit
Should
it
there
again.
be a little broken heart in the background?
It's just time. I'm tired of carrying it around.
That's a hassle, man.
It is a hassle.
When
I mean,
you're-
I got these fucking, you know, I got
well, you got a lot of
everywhere,
pockets
but,
on that.
But yeah, but in summertime,
You need something to put in those.
it's too
pockets.
much. Like, yeah, I got fucking chewing tobacco. I got this. I got this key now. I have to fucking carry.
I mean, that's
I
why
got rid of the big fat wallet. I got the little thing, but yeah, it's just another thing.
That's why I wear cargo pants.
And so I'm getting rid of this.
I got
Mainly
some.
because I'm tired of carrying it.
I could see why you're. Although your car does have that spot, so.
It does have a spot just for it, but I'll have to find something else to put in there. I don't give a shit.
Every guy carries a thing. Like a guy's got a pack of cigarettes
Yeah.
or a can of dip or
Rabbit
a
foot.
lighter or something.
Nasal spray.
Nothing wrong with nasal spray.
Like Jason's got this fucking inhaler.
Uh-huh.
It's a crutch.
You know, it is a crutch.
Yeah, probably. What are y'all trying to say?
You know what
I'm
I
weak.
think?
I get it.
Your issue with the nasal spray is it doesn't look cool.
No,
It's
got
this
nothing to do with it.
white medicine-looking container
they
with a
just
medical label on it.
if
What
they
we need to do
redesign it.
is buy him like a little body thing that it can slide into,
Yeah, I'm listening.
like a beer koozie, but for
let's-
nasal spray.
Let's mod one of those vaporizers that people or the
even better.
vape box thing, and
Then he can just carry the vape
like
thing.
where the mouthpiece comes out of that. We just have that, and there's like a button that just squeezes it for you, and it.
That'd be
There
pretty
you go.
easy to make, really.
It's like a
Something-
slick-looking black box. He just sticks up his nose and pushes a button on.
You know those little pewter things you used to be able to put lighters in when they sold those?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
those
yeah.
cigarette shops. It was cigarette shops.
Yeah.
You know, you get one of those for this.
There you go.
Slide it in there.
We just got to cool it up for you, is what it is.
You think?
It doesn't fit your
I don't
jean
know, it's just
jacket
a-
lifestyle.
It kind of does.
I mean, we could just take
does.
some
It
black
really does.
vinyl, wrap it around, it'll be all black, and then I could take a silver Sharpie and write "Kiss" all over it.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll see. We wrap it in foil.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You wrap it in foil to look like illicit drugs, so.
Not even better. That's the jean jacket lifestyle.
It's all fun and games. The cops are shaking you down.
You could buy a tiny brown paper bag.
Yeah, I could do that.
keep it in
Yeah,
there.
just keep to the end of it a little bit. Yeah, I've seen those. That's not a bad idea.
And then everybody will see him unscrewing the top, but they'll think it's just,
You're looking around all shady.
a
putting this shit up your
2-ounce
nose.
bottle of whiskey or something.
It's just got one of those miniature shot glasses.
Right.
Yeah, one of those, what do you call it? The mini bar in the hotel room size.
Yeah, that's why I never could drink those little bottles, because you got to drink them out of a bag. And they never had the brown bag that small.
Start calling him the mini bar bandit.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, I got to tell everybody. Last week we talked about, and I know the show was late. I don't want to hear it.
I didn't complain about it. It was Christmas
Show
week.
was late as fuck. It went out Friday, I think.
Yeah, it was Friday.
It was late. 2 days ago. So if you haven't heard that one yet, you're hearing this one, whatever. But I was going to buy a guitar, and I was going to trade in the black one and get this one. I didn't do that. I just bought the other one. So now I have...
Of course. You have like 5 guitars.
3, 4. I got 4 now.
Remember when he said that wasn't going to be a problem?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was going to get rid of it.
Have 2. Didn't you give a number? Didn't you say I'm not going to have more than
5?
3. I think it was 3.
I think so. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of. I was going to bring one. I'm bringing one in here, and I'm going to hang it on the wall, and it's going to be like a symbol of something. And then that's it. I'm not going to own that one anymore. The studio will own that one.
Well,
so
no,
technically, I'm going to have 3.
I think what we need to do on that one is we've got those sweet Eldorado Studio stickers. I think we need to have a decent out for delivery sticker, and we need to like sticker it up like an old Punk Flying V and hang it right there.
We could do that. Should we glitter paint it?
No.
Oh God. Yeah, we could sticker it up like an old.
I think we ought to.
Yeah, I think we should. I got the hanger.
If he glitter paints it, do I have permission to send him a glitter bomb in the mail?
No glitter. No, I would never do that.
If he wants to put glitter in the studio, I think it's only fair.
I would never
glitter
introduce.
Paint is covered by lacquer. It doesn't come off.
But I never would do
come
that.
off.
It does.
Not glitter paint.
Well,
not if you seal it.
The real shit. If you seal it, it doesn't. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
Well,
It's
we're not
just
going to
too
glitter
much.
paint it then.
No.
Fuck off.
No, we're not going to do that. But yeah, I'm for it. We'll hang it right there.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking. It's right there.
Got a hanger.
Right there?
Right
Yeah,
there.
right there.
Oh, that's
There.
a good spot.
Over there.
Oh, here.
Over there.
Right there.
Right in between that and that?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Right there.
Right there?
Look.
And show us,
Right next
Jason.
to
I
Bassmaster?
think we're pointing at the same thing,
Will
right?
you point one of the cameras at the space so... Oh!
Yeah, right there, yeah.
So like it'll start there, and it'll go down to like here.
Oh, right there. Yeah.
Right here would be better.
There.
Yeah, right here.
Right there.
Yeah, we'll put the hanger here, and then it'll hang here.
Yeah. And the body, you got to figure, the body's kind of weird shaped. It's kind of... Whatever.
I don't know about the second spot. I like the first spot better.
You like the one closer to the Passmaster?
I like here better.
It's just according to whether
Where
whenever
the stud
you
is
hang it,
real.
if it's going to leave enough room for the Passmaster's picture.
Right, and the thing is that he probably wouldn't like that, so we got to put some distance in between his picture and that. Because that's like something that would keep him up at night. And he's like, hey, cut the shit. You know what I mean? That would get on my nerves, too. Me hammering on a fucking attitude. I'd be up half the night. No
Yeah.
good.
I do like how you're training your youngest kid to be your roadie. Because he's got so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
guitars, he'll play one for a minute, and then the kid just like roadie runs out with another guitar and
Oh,
hands it
man.
to him. And
He's good. He's got his own, too, which
Yeah.
is cool. And he's playing.
He lets him come out for the encore. You know, like sometimes the bands will let the roadies all come out and jam with him. That's what he does. He lets the kid come out for the last song.
Why don't you teach him to play an instrument, and then he can just be in your band?
I've been doing that. I've been trying to just let him play, like, for fun. And then he gets excited and then starts really wanting to play. So he's been making songs up.
I feel like he'd be a good drummer.
I got him some drums.
Yeah.
And he's not bad.
See?
Really. He's just not bad. I never taught him the first thing. He
I
just
could
started
see
beating
that.
on the drums. But, you know, the drums are...
loud.
They're very loud.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
one of those
that
things.
too.
You know, you just have to kind of just push through it. You know, and let him play. Just let him Just let him. He's gonna get tired of it. And then, like an hour later, you're like, "Look, he's gonna wear himself out. It's gonna be okay."
Well, at
2
least
days
he's-
later,
at least he's gonna sleep good tonight.
Yeah.
he's gonna fall asleep eventually.
And then about the third hour, you're like, "He's really hitting those cymbals, isn't he?" Jesus, I got a video of him playing an original song that he made.
Is it called "Suck It"?
It's not. It's called. What is it called? Garbage Beans.
Oh, so very similar to "Suck It."
He's got one. He's got one called Bessie the Cow. He's got one called Garbage Beans. That's still a work in progress.
Garbage Beans sounds exactly like the title that a kid of Brian's would come up with.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't that sound like a
That's
thing
true.
Brian would say?
It sounds like that, or a name that Bubbles would give a cat.
Very
Yes.
laser eyes. Yeah, old beans, or what is it? Garbage beans. Like to eat them. I don't know, some kind of shit. I don't know. He's pretty inventive.
I feel like he's really working on his punk style at the moment with
He's
Garbage
got
Beans.
his he's got this thing against the man. You know,
I
it's
can
something
see that. I imagine that.
gets it honest.
Wonder where he gets
Came
it
from
from.
somewhere.
I don't know. That's gonna be entertaining though. Like the longer we go with this, he's pretty good. Actually, I found it.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna enjoy a couple of seconds of
of Garbage Beans.
of Sonny playing a song here. This is Bessie the Cow, everybody.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling it.
I think he's gonna speed up here. We have some milk to drink.
That's a good point.
Because of her.
Uh-huh.
And he goes crazy now.
Uh-oh.
He goes
Uh-oh.
crazy. Eating pig turds. I don't know what that part means, but yeah, he goes nuts.
I gotta be honest with you.
Interesting take on the
it sounds
proletariat
as-
and post-industrial society.
It is, yes.
Those lyrics really hit me.
Well, I feel like that song sounds about as half as good as most of the stuff that was ever at CGBG. So I feel like I can't
so
say
like-
that right.
I can't either. I never would wear the shirt.
I feel like that punk club. That's about their average fare for the past
this
20
song
years
would-
till they
yeah,
close.
This song would shut that place down. They would fucking go crazy.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
right.
goddamn. Get the fire marshal.
Yeah, it'd be like a prodigy. He'd be celebrated.
But that's
hipsters would be owning his album.
yeah, fuck yeah. They'd be playing Garbage Beans on repeat. College radio. Some bullshit.
I mean, you haven't heard Garbage Beans? What do you listen to, Katy Perry?
What are you doing, man? Fuck. So yeah, that's him. That's what he's doing.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. So, Christmas is over.
Thank God.
Ish.
It's over.
It's over. For us, it's over. We stopped delivering parcels for Christmas on the 24th of December.
Yeah, I feel like you guys still get all the aftermath of gift cards and
There's a little
returns.
bit of
That's
gift cards
coming.
going
Yeah,
on,
that's
yeah.
coming.
Garbage beans.
Garbage beans. Yeah.
I had one bad parcel day this week after Christmas.
Yeah,
I had a couple bad ones.
And it sucked, but the other ones were really nice.
Thursday was super nice. I think I was home by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, I went out to my route when it was still, like, very dark.
There was, I think I had 2 that day I had to get out for.
See, that was good. That would have been a great day for me, other than that, power bills. And then the next day there was like a thing from the power company, and then there was some other bullshit thing. Get your car repaired. Every single fucking address. This is one of those things.
Oh, that sucks.
And we've had those every day this week. Some people have every day this week, and that's been the thing that's kind of slowed us down.
Brian, forgive my ignorance, but I'm about to ask a really stupid question. What do y'all do if you get done early?
We don't get done early.
Okay, so you just don't get done early.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen. Yeah, I mean, if you did, there's some, you could do
somebody else's work.
Yeah, somebody else's work to do.
Oh,
that's
look.
why you don't get done early.
I'm running a little ahead. Oh, my
well, you
shoes
just perform.
My shoes untied.
No, you might just need to
Oh,
take
shucks. Now I got to double tie it. Look at this. Now the other one's too loose.
But look, there's a pokebug over there.
No, that's not a problem. But then you might need to drive to the restroom. You might need to get gas in a vehicle. You might need to maintain some of the boxes.
For the
that are
third
going
time
on.
in a day.
Whatever.
Just need to top it off here.
Right.
I've used a half gallon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll probably use a half gallon, a gallon. I've
Boss,
been idling here for 15 minutes.
Concerned about how low my meter's looking.
I don't know, boss. I shouldn't have had that Red Bull. That's why I did take 3 restroom breaks.
You could take the time to clean your vehicle, which is supposed to be done on a monthly basis anyway. You can police that, and sweep it out and take care of that, and maybe clean the window on the inside.
There is a reason they don't cut our gas cards off until the third time in a day that they're used.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, yeah.
Good point.
Somebody, and I don't know who, because they take my truck every day.
That's it, yeah.
But somebody dumped, like, a Polar Pop in the middle of my floor.
Oh, God.
I would lose my shit.
I would
and, like,
too.
let it dry. Like, there were, like, 3 or 4 rubber bands in the floor.
Oh, I hate that.
That are just, like frozen in place. Like,
oh, they're stuck there. Great.
Like, I reached down to pick them up, and I realized that it's sticky, and also it's maintaining the shape of the floor after I picked, and I'm like, what the and then I picked up my foot and it went, and I was like, oh.
See, I've noticed there's a, when I get back a lot of times, your truck will be there, but there will be like a hamper,
Polar Pop,
a tub,
parked
like
there behind it, yeah,
like where somebody brought it out and loaded it up and took it out and then came back.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah,
and you should start hiding the keys. That's what I think.
Well, my spares are up there, and they'll take my spares.
You think they can find the spares?
Well, I know they do.
I think they'll go after one of the other ones.
No, I know they do, because because I've taken my keys home several times and then come
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
my truck's in a different spot. I was like, how did that happen? And I
You
was
should
like,
have
oh, the spares.
You should put the spares in the drawer or something. You know what I mean? Just fuck them around one time. As a, hey, you're gonna quit doing this because I'm sure they bring it back on E. I'm sure
I
it
was
needs
gonna say,
gas.
if nothing else, at least stop getting gas.
So, like, whenever I saw this yesterday, like, I was ready to have a conniption fit because I was off Friday, and then, so this is Saturday morning, but I don't know whether it was the sub or somebody that took my, like, I don't know who to blame. Like, I don't know who to go after in this situation. So it's like when anybody committed the crime, everyone did. I hate everyone now.
It's pretty clear that, I mean, I would guess.
Everyone knows.
I would guess that it would be somebody else.
I feel like it wouldn't be the sub because she would know.
No.
I would know.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
she would at least, like, dab it up a little
Clean
bit.
it up a little bit. But another thing is important is she doesn't drink Polar Pops.
Well, I don't know there was a Polar Pop. I'm guessing that's according to the amount of fluid.
Right.
That's what I'm
probably
guessing.
You're probably right.
It's either that or it was a 20-ounce soda that nobody had taken a drink out of and just
opened it and poured it on the floor.
That's
Just
possible.
I don't want this anymore.
Well, like, you
Never
know how, like,
mind.
there's the grooves in the floor? Like, like it goes all the way to where the bar is to go to the back.
Jesus.
Like, it runs in those grooves.
Well, they probably floored the truck as soon as
Yeah,
they spilled
like
it,
you
so
could-
it would just run.
Yeah. You could tell that's exactly what happened.
Some asshole dropped a Big Red in mine once and then left the bottle in there.
Oh, that's nice.
And I got these cup holders. I got 2 of them, no big deal. And I cleaned it up that day. I was pissed, and I went in and I threw all the shit away. And I told the boss, hey, look, don't let anybody take this vehicle anymore if they're going to do this shit to it. You know, rubber bands on the turning signal, all that
Yeah.
shit gets on my fucking nerves. And I had a garbage bag in there at the time. That's why it was so bad. And it just pissed me off. So I went in and I got this huge travel cup of coffee. And I put a little sugar in it, and I set it in the cup holder, and I'm pulling out after I cleaned this fucking thing. And I was mad that I had to, do all this. It took me 15 minutes to clean it up.
Yeah.
And I pull out, and I get on the main road out there, and there's a spot like where a water meter or a gas meter in the street.
Yeah,
and it's kind of
It's
it goes
the water
in,
manhole.
and you gotta be careful because if you take the turn too tight, you'll go in it, and it's kind of deep, and the truck will rock. Well, I hit that fucking thing, and boom, like that. None of the boxes moved in the back, but that cup jumped out of the fucking cup holder, and I swear to God, it went on the floor, and fucking hot coffee, sticky, went fucking everywhere. And by the time I was in traffic, so I was like, "Fuck!" And by the time I picked it up, it was empty. It was empty. It was the cup that glugged on my case. I gotta get. I mean,
you gotta get rid of that cup.
I am getting rid of it.
Need a new cup.
He comes in one day this week and, like, within 5 minutes spills like an entire thing of coffee all over his case.
Labels.
So
everything.
like he's pulling
Brown.
labels off where it is like soaked through the labels and ate the labels off. He's doing all that.
Oh, goddamn.
45 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't do
Nowhere
anything
cleaning
for the first
coffee.
45 minutes. All I did was clean up coffee. It was everywhere. I raised up the fucking bottom ledge and looked there, and I was like, fuck it. It ran back in here.
Find a few things that have been under there for
a couple of bullshit.
a year.
A couple of stickers I was looking for. But yeah, and of course, asshole, the toilet man, he doesn't keep any, like, absorbent things in there. It's just this brown paper towel.
Any cleaning materials?
No. And you put wad it up, you put it on there, and he's like, oh, it's going to soak it up. No, you start.
It just pushes it.
Pushes the liquid, and then I push it off onto the floor.
Yeah, he does buy water repellent paper towels.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
If there's something to clean up, you black bag it. That's
Yeah.
all there is to it.
And then I started thinking, you know what? I'm gonna stop putting sugar in coffee. I have to stop doing that.
We need some miniature black bags to put over his mug.
No, but every time I looked around, he was like ripping labels off of
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
I just got
then
fucking had it.
then he had the like plexi. No, I don't know what it is. The plastic thing that goes on top. He's over
Had that off.
shaking it.
Because I had coffee on both sides. Somehow it fucking got on both sides of this plastic thing.
I'm telling you all, the solution to the truck thing is the gas.
I think so, yeah.
I had an issue where every Sunday somebody was using my truck.
Just leave it on.
And they would always leave shit in there. And I
that's a good idea.
3 or 4 Saturdays in a row, I made sure it was on E when I came back.
Mm-hmm.
And every day on Monday, it'd be full, which there'd still be shit in the truck. But after 4 times of that happening,
they'd quit.
3 months ago, nobody's taking it on Sundays since then.
Yeah, fuck that
Which
one.
means I got to get gas like Monday morning before I start.
Well, that's fine, though.
But nobody
No
uses
bullshit.
the truck.
Well, my problem is they use my truck every day, so I'd have to literally be bringing
Well,
it back
so what?
on
It's a
E
little
every
bit of
day,
a long game.
and then stopping for 4 minutes to get gas.
Just when you're coming back in the afternoon, siphon about 10 gallons.
Yeah,
out of
just
your
keep it
tank.
with
Oh,
you.
okay. Yeah, that should be easy.
That shouldn't
Yeah.
be a problem.
I'll just keep a 10-gallon like gas can.
If there's a
hidden
different
there.
person putting gas in your truck every day, they'll never figure it out. Like if it was you getting it
Yeah.
every day, the people would be like, "Why is he getting 12 gallons of gas every day when he's
Yeah.
only using one?" But if it's different people getting it,
That's a good point.
you're good.
That's a
That's
good
fine.
point.
You can collect like 10 gallons of gas a day.
And if they don't take my truck the day before, I can just put that 10 gallons back in there. I can just hide it around there
Right.
somewhere.
See?
Yeah.
Just keep it.
Just keep it in your car until it's ready to
I
be
like
used.
riding
Keep
around
your
with
car
a
on E.
10-gallon.
Do that. Keep
Or-
your car on E.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah.
10
Borrow
gallons
the
out of
The
the
caution
Camaro
tape
uses a
that
Keep it
different
in your
kind of gas.
trunk. You
and
got
just
room.
caution tape your truck off.
What's a lifestyle, man? So yeah, that's part of it.
That's true.
You were
Nope,
saying
nobody would
police
see caution tape around his car.
That's right. It would just fade into the
Tape is the two colors his car is.
yeah, just fade into the
There would
back.
just be black words on my
I
car
was
saying
talking
police
about
line,
his
do not
truck that they
cross.
borrowed. They can't cross
Oh,
police
okay.
tape, so
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
you caution off your truck because they can't go in it. There's been a murder in there or something. You don't know.
There was a murder if I find out
about
who
to be.
poured the soda in the floor. I got brand new shoes and I was stuck to the floor of my truck.
Oh,
It's a
God.
safety hazard. Like my foot got stuck on the gas pedal.
I'll tell you what. Jordan texted me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There's this dumb bitch on my route who's stoned constantly. Constantly. Every time I've ever seen her, the skunk smell. She's always passed her in a car. She's knocked the fuck out all the time.
I take it we're not talking about Jazz's brother.
No. This is some dumb bitch that lives at the Taj Mahal.
Okay.
Well, Jordan called me yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got no idea what we're talking about.
Oh,
no.
yeah,
not that.
no. Okay.
I don't.
No.
Oh, yeah,
the
Boss
boss.
Jordan.
I don't know who Jordan
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, Boss Jordan.
Boss Jordan.
Okay.
So he texted me, and I didn't know who it was because I've never communicated with him from his personal number before. So he texted me
I'll need
about
that
it.
personal number.
No problem. I'm sending it out to everybody. And if you lose it, don't worry. It's going to be in the men's room on the wall.
Because the current set of bosses we have, I don't have their number and they don't answer the phone.
Right.
So I like calling work, and when they don't answer, I call their personal cell phone, whether they're off at home, whatever.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah.
I can't get a hold of anybody at work. I have your number.
Well, they're always on the clock, so that's fine.
Yeah, they're salary employees.
So he texted me and he said, "Hey, person at your apartment saying you're supposed to get a parcel and I didn't get it." And I was like, "Yeah." And he gave me the address, and so I replied. I told him who it was, the other person that lived in the apartment. I told him how long they've been there, where they came from.
Yeah.
And that both of the things she was looking for was in the parcel locker, and the key is in her mailbox. And he said, "Well, can you go and look?" I
No.
said, "Look, I already told you. I just told you what was going on." I said, she's stoned all the fucking time. She's dumb as fuck. That's the end of the story. And he said, "Well, the company has sent one thing, and she claims she didn't get it, so they sent another thing." I said, "Yeah, that's thrown on top of both those in the locker." And I said,
Two of the same thing?
Yeah, and I don't let this bitch file a claim because it's false. Because both of those things are in the locker there. So you need to go and make sure. I drove over there, took a picture, and you can see
checked
the
it and saw
items.
that the key was in her?
I took a picture of the key
He
in
made
her
sure the
box.
key and those things were both in the picture.
Yes.
All right.
The things that I had placed in there, like through the week, were gone. The key was still in there. So the dumb bitch doesn't know how to use a parcel locker, even though the key says, "Attention, you have something in the locker below."
Yeah.
And it's got instructions on how to use the key.
The key fob, it's on there.
Yeah, it says it on there. But she's too
That
stoned.
requires reading and work.
Yeah, a little
and-
bit.
That's
I
too
can't-
much.
I'm missing parcels, but I got a weird key, man. Like, this ain't what I ordered.
I can't count the number of times somebody comes up to me with that thing and they're like, "What do I do with this?"
Yeah, stick it up your
and
ass.
I literally say, "Did you read it?"
How
And
many
then
times
they
do you
read it
think
right
they-
there in front of me, and they're like, "Oh."
How many times do you think they've called whatever they've ordered and been like, "I just got a key in the mail. This isn't what I ordered. I
Yeah, I
need
didn't
to
get the
return
key."
this and get what I
It
actually
wasn't in a
ordered.
box or nothing. Just thrown a key in my
This is
box.
not what I ordered. You need to send me the right thing."
Yeah,
Not
it
the
is
same
Go to
crazy.
one of them Amazon lockers.
Where's that at, man?
So, I had a parcel locker thing happen throughout most of the month of December, where I only have one functioning parcel locker
Oh,
now
boy.
at
Oh,
my
God.
apartment.
Oh, I hate that.
Fucking sucks.
Because people have moved out and taken the keys with them.
Yeah, you got to take the keys and put them in the locker themselves.
No.
Or something.
I gave them a parcel, and they moved out
and took the key.
Oh, they
and
took the
the
key. Oh, I see.
Never got the parcel.
Never got the
No.
parcel. Oh, wonderful.
So when I get the notice they moved, like, I got to pull the parcel and take it back now. So
where's the key?
Can I interrupt you real quick? Super quick story that happened to me one time, and it was 3 months. The parcel was sitting in the locker before I had somebody come and open the locker, and it was a box of fruit.
Oh, God.
Fortunately, it was during winter, but still, I had
Yeah.
to like bring a tub out and just kind of scoop the entire box into the tub.
That's wine.
Wonderful.
now.
Yeah, that's wine.
So I gave them their key because it was the one working locker I had, and the parcels, for these apartments, I got to take them to the door if it's not in this one box.
God damn.
So she's taking up the one box I have, which is very annoying to me.
Just the one.
And instead of putting her outgoing mail in the place where the outgoing mail goes, she puts a little note in her box, like on the side of it says outgoing mail. So I have to check it every day. Now I know what you're thinking. This is an old lady. No, this woman
somebody with nothing to do.
is like younger than me. She's like 30.
God damn. Dumb.
And so she puts the key and wraps it around the outgoing mail thing. Like, why did you give me this key?
God.
So I take the outgoing mail thing, I take it off, I set the key back right on top of the mail. And then every day she's just leaving the key in there. And so, like, I keep arranging it in her mail to let her know that I'm seeing the key and this is definitely yours.
Yeah.
And then on, like, December the 19th, I finally said, fuck it. And I went and got a piece of paper and I was like, this key opens this locker here.
Yeah.
Do
I
it.
had to do that too.
And the
That's
next
amazing.
day, she finally got it.
You should have taken it back.
Dude, it was getting close.
I've done both things. I just got there's an old person that lives over there.
Old
that did the
people,
same
I'll cut
thing.
some slack.
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes, well, see, I kept telling it, I kept arranging it, and then finally I put the note in there, and then they called. And I was like, dude, how much more obvious? And they said, well, they can't, the person's old, they can't get out to the box. I said, well, they got the key.
Yeah, how did that happen?
They've been out there retrieving the shit I'm putting in there. Why can't they just open the thing? The guy's like, just take it to the door. All right. Tell them not to buy anything else.
There's one old lady on my route who gets parcels from Publishers Clearinghouse.
Oh, it's the worst.
And it's always the garbage that like they don't even order. They just send out a free mug or a hat or something.
They charge them $19 for shipping.
And those always sit in the box for more days than they should.
That's ridiculous. I hate that shit.
Other than that lady, I'll give leeway to old people, but her, it's like.
Well, the old people in my apartments, they can't figure out the parcel lockers. I figure they've never lived in apartments before.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
They're probably moving from a house to here, and this is a new scenario for them. And
well, I understand that, but you ordered something, and it's probably not gonna. It's not gonna fit in that little thing.
No, and it wasn't at your door.
Right, and I've never been to this bitch's door.
And now a key showed up for no reason.
Yeah.
See, I never had to deal with any of that at my apartments. I just had to go to the leasing office. We didn't have all these fancy boxes. I had no outgoing boxes or nothing.
Yeah, the office at those places, they don't want to deal with anybody's shit. So
well, I don't trust.
I've never left
I don't
anybody.
trust the people that work in the office in my place. They'll be the ones stealing this.
The people will never go into the office because all of them owe back rent. So they're like, there's no way that they're gonna go to the office and try to get
I really
something.
need those Christmas presents, but I want $800.
Oh, yeah. I owe so much back rent.
I'm worried they're gonna hand me my eviction notice if I walk in there.
I had a guy one time that, because on the flip side of that tag, it says if this is found, drop it in any mailbox for.
He just kept putting it back in the mail.
No, the dude handed it to me. He said, "This was in my box, man. It says to throw. Can you just send this back to whoever?" I said, "No, it's yours. That's for you. That's your shit in there."
Oh, that's great.
I said, "Do you live in like
Sir,
you live in 515 or whatever?" He's like, "Yeah."
Flip the tag over and read the others.
He was only reading the one side.
So like, there was this dude.
I found this. Where'd you find it? Well, it was in my box. About a month ago.
That's not what that means.
I was always like, "Where's the key?" I put the key in this dude's. He didn't get his thing. What the fuck? And it was like 2 months went by.
So you know how like a lot of the stuff that gets drop shipped through us will have our address like up top, and then it'll have the real address under it. I had a guy fucking reaming my ass one day because it goes over there on that street, and that ain't even nowhere near here, and you put it on my porch. What are you thinking? And he's pointing at the address of where it goes, and I keep moving it up to show his address, and then he moves his finger up. And finally I've got it up here, and he's like here, and I'm like, move your finger down 2 inches, and he does. oh, that's me.
Okay.
And then takes
Yeah,
it
that's
and
me.
just turns around and walks back inside, doesn't say, sorry, nothing. Just grabs it, says, oh, that's me, grabs it, turns around, walks in, slams the door.
I mean, I'll take it back if you don't want it. The fuck?
But I mean, he kept pointing at it, and I kept moving it up to where his finger would be, and then he would move, and then I would... Finally, I couldn't go any higher, and I just go down 2 inches.
You should have been like, so you don't want this?
Yeah, you don't want it? Are you saying you don't want it?
Of
Well,
course
it's not mine.
And
Okay.
then, okay. Refused.
Yeah, I finally got all the parcel lockers straightened up at that place.
Oh, really?
It took me about a year, but every one of those, I got all the keys. All the lockers have keys.
See, I've been trying to convince them to rekey a bunch of them. Because, like, when I got there, like, 3 of them didn't have keys to begin with.
Yeah. Well, I had some broken off in there and all kinds of bullshit.
Well, yeah. But I've been trying to get them to rekey them, and they just won't do it. The locks are too expensive, they say.
Mine always do. When a customer breaks the key off, I tell them, and they send the dudes, and it takes about a week, and the dudes go out there and they fix it.
No, they won't do it. Because it's
weird.
it's the same keys they use in the boxes. Like, it's not that's not a different
okay,
key.
yeah.
So they have them. I know they have them.
Yeah, ours are. I've got some spares even.
Yeah, see.
Not to all of them, but to some of them.
No.
Yeah,
They
mine
just won't
are
do
fixed
mine.
up.
They just won't do mine, so I leave them at the door.
Maybe you need to be a little bit more of an asshole.
Yeah,
You got an expectation when you go up there. Look, y'all know you're gonna handle this, so the key's broken, so send the guy.
Oh, well.
I don't know how to do it. Call them. Is that our key? Yes, it's our key.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've explained it to 4 different maintenance guys.
I mean, it says it on there.
I've explained it to 4 different maintenance guys that this is the same lock set you use to change out when somebody moves. Just change this right here, and we're good. And it's open all the time. You can get right into it. See,
I don't do that. I hide the keys because if you leave the keys in there, these assholes will come by and break them off. You know,
they'll do that. Yeah, which I used to keep them in the outgoing mail slot.
But
Also,
the problem with that is when somebody comes behind you, I had that happen. I used to keep them in the outgoing slot, and then I was off, and then some new guy came by and collected all of them and threw them in the fucking outgoing.
Shit.
He's like, oh, all these people are finding these keys. What the fuck? You know, and put them all in there. And they mailed every one of them. And I was like, where's all the fucking locker keys?
I told you people were going to send them back to whatever they ordered. They wanted their
eventually,
real stuff.
they all came back eventually, but it's like, god damn.
Another problem with leaving the keys in the lockers is people will leave trash in them.
Yeah,
Y'all ever had that happen?
Yeah. I throw my own trash in
I
there
found like
sometimes.
beer bottles every now and then, just all kinds of garbage.
Well, one of them in my apartments is my secret rubber band stash. Like when I have a bunch of extra rubber bands in my truck, because rubber bands is something we need to do our job that the place we work at feels like maybe they don't need to order that often.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get an abundance in my truck, I'll grab a handful and throw them in this one locker. So that I know
700,000
worst case scenario.
Kind of smart.
I've got a month of rubber bands in this locker that doesn't have a key.
I have a real problem with people taking mine because I'm always like one of the last people in the morning to get there. So every time I get there, there's always been like 50 people who walked by my case and they're like, "Oh, free rubber bands."
That sucks,
And then I get there and there'll be like 2 in the bag, and I'm
there
like,
was one time I had like 20 left, and a dude like was in my case when I went to go get the bathroom trying to get some out, and I growled at him. Like literally. And I come back and he's like, "Oh, I can't have none of these." I was like, "I got 20 left. Get out of here."
I thought about putting a mouse trap in the bag.
Fuck yes.
But I feel like I would get in trouble for that.
I don't know. You could just. That's beautiful. You could do that.
God.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't know. I don't know how they got in there.
Did the janitor set that up? I don't even.
Was there a mouse problem?
I didn't do it. By the way, what are you doing in my rubber band bag?
Snap. I mean, you'll know exactly the minute it happens. Snap. Ah! Fucking caught him, you thieving fuck.
Yeah, but then 3 days later, he forgets about it, and he's the one walking around with it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You get yourself.
That's
God
exactly
damn.
what would happen.
Fuck. Bad luck. I had fucking 3 traps on my fingers.
Somebody would go to steal my rubber bands, see it, pick it up, take the rubber bands, and then put it back.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you'd
somebody
be
sees
the
it.
one.
Right.
Oh, that's not where I thought I put that.
That's good. Oh, god damn. That's a good idea. It's sticky trap even. Just kidding. Because you put that thing on, you're kicking it off. You know, stick the rubber bands on there. It's covered up. They'll pick it up, and it's a sticky trap, and then they got the glue all over their hands.
Somebody sitting at their case trying to chew their hand off.
Yeah. I'm going to get this arm off of here. Fucking, I sent y'all I put that picture on Slack. Somebody, the gas station on my route. Let me tell you the story. What the fuck? I got this gas
I like
station.
how it's on the baby changing spot because that did not come out of a baby.
No. I go into this gas station. I was wasting time because I was, well, not really wasting time. I was just, I was ahead a little bit, so I made an extra stop. And I had to, use the restroom. So I go into this place.
tying your third shoe.
Right. So I go in here, and the door of the stall is always shut in this place. There's always some crackhead in there fucking around, doing something. Well, the door was open.
Doing drugs, Brian.
Yeah, sort of. Maybe. I mean, they could be preparing to do drugs. We never know. We'll never know what happened.
Washing their dick?
Could be, because there's a fair amount. There's a backpack laying on the floor all the time. There's a backpack on the floor, and then the person's in the bathroom doing whatever it is they do in the toilet.
Why wouldn't they take the backpack in with them?
It's always in there with them. It's on the floor though.
Can you grab it from
so
under
this
the
is
stall?
I guess if you were interested in
this is a multiple
hepatitis,
hole
you could do that.
Bathroom. This is more than one.
It's a one-holer, but it's a handicap stall. So I go in, and there's a like the changing table where you put your kid on there, you can change the baby in there if you need to. But the thing is down. There's toilet paper all over it, and somebody left a chunk of shit. I don't know if they shit on the baby table. There was nothing in the toilet.
That would be really hard to do because they couldn't stand on it.
No,
I mean, it was
that's
weird.
Too high.
It was.
They could
it
maybe
seemed
put
a little
like
bit
leg
high.
up on the wall if they were super flexible or something.
But if you're going to do that, it's going to be liquid, you'd think. Maybe they're just... But this is a crackhead's turd.
I feel like that person knew it wasn't going to be liquid.
Human turd on the fucking changing table.
I feel like that came out of their pants.
Could have.
I feel like they shut the door.
It seems mushed on the end. You know what I'm
and
saying?
then realized
like it's been in
it
their
was
pants.
definitely stuck to something.
Yes. The table. Well, I walked past, and it didn't stink or anything. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I walked in, and I was like,
looks like a bat.
Upon further examination, I took a couple of photos, and we're looking at those now.
Of course you did.
It was a human turd.
So, here's what I want to know: the toilet paper. Did you put that there?
No.
Or did the
No.
person...
Why would I dress up the scene?
I don't understand. So the person who shit on the baby changing station then went and got toilet paper and set it under
It seemed like it's...
so it wouldn't be as big of a mess.
Here's what I think happened. I think they knew they shit their pants, and they walked in, shut the door, grabbed some toilet paper,
and pulled
picked
it out.
up
That shit is not a shit that happens quickly.
No. I think they probably did it while they were
put
asleep.
that shit in their pants. Oh, okay.
No, I think they're like asleep on the curb somewhere down the road.
Could be.
After the dog food heist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks like a dog food turd.
And then, they realize they've got a load in their pants, so they grab the toilet paper and pull it out and be like, oh, this is where this goes.
I was going to drop a nickel down there for scale because it seems like I didn't have any change in my pocket.
How big are we talking here?
I mean, the end of it seemed like it would have hurt. I mean, it was big around.
It's probably squished. It's been in their pants.
I would imagine.
While they were
Yeah,
walking.
I would imagine that's what
It
happened.
was probably more,
round at one time.
Cylindrical.
Cylindrical, yes, that's the word.
That's what I just said for you.
I just didn't know if I said that right.
I mean, these people are fucking animals.
I mean, that's
fucking
animal-like
animals.
behavior. Like, because if you're going to pull it out of your pants and put it on the baby changer,
Why
you're
would
going to
you
put it in the
say-
toilet.
Oh, this is yes, that's what I'm saying.
Or
so
the
they made
garbage
a
can.
decision. That thing's always up too, by the way. So somebody laid the table down and said, "Oh, I'm just gonna put this here. This is where this goes."
Maybe they pulled it down and took their pants off and were cleaning their pants out, using that as like a table to clean their pants.
Doing laundry, you mean?
Well,
It's
to
a
get-
laundry folding table.
Well, to get
oh,
the-
look, there's a turd in here.
to remove
They took their
the
pants
turds.
off, and they had to have somewhere to put the pants.
Yeah, because you can't put
That's
your
possible.
shit encrusted pants on the floor of a bathroom. That's
No.
not sanitary.
Put
Right,
it on the
yeah.
baby changing table that has
Clean.
crackhead shit on it now.
Yeah, and then
I'm concerned for the poor hapless parent who comes in to change their baby,
After this?
and then the baby gets crackhead shit on them and gets.
Speaking as a
Hepatitis.
parent, I would never use that. That is.
I mean,
Especially in a gas station, like that's a prep table for drugs. I'm not putting my
Basically,
baby on
yeah.
there.
never been in enough of an emergency.
And plus, like,
If it was a choice between that and your car, what are you doing?
well, the car.
The car.
Your car?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's just saying that because he doesn't have any kids.
Hold
to
on,
change.
he's still thinking.
That one.
That was a big choice there.
Amy's car, absolutely.
No, you're not in Amy's car. You're in your car.
I would probably still do it in my car.
It's just
We
you.
see a
It's
lot of
just you and the
smash-
sprout.
Well, if you're a good parent, you got in your diaper bag, you've got like a changing blanket. You got
that's
like a
true.
big blanket.
What you're
that-
talking about? Yeah.
So here's my question: are you concerned that when you came out of the bathroom, somebody saw you coming out, and then the next
Thought that was
person
you.
who went in saw that? And
What
they
you
were
should have
like,
done is just put the table back up and leave.
I didn't think about that. I was worried about gathering evidence here. I didn't think about contributing to the crime.
That's called a hot pocket.
Could you
That
imagine
could've been.
the next person who would lower that and just be like, is that a bat? No, that's not a bat.
That would have been mushed up on the sign part of the back thing.
You wouldn't be able
God
to read
knows
the
what would have
instructions
happened
anymore.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. It would obscure
How would you
the.
know how to use the table?
Yeah, you couldn't have done that. That would have been
God.
totally fucked. But like, see the toilet paper? There is like some liquid brown up there. It seems like that was pulled out with that, and it was just kind of slung on.
Yeah, I think they used that
under the
to
table.
pull it out of the pants that were no longer on their body. That they put the pants up there and then they like.
I mean, it's a lot of toilet paper up there for that.
Shit, and then they grabbed a lot.
There's a lot of toilet paper up there. It's almost like there was
if
more
you walk
than one.
into a bathroom with that in your pants, you're not going to grab just a few
squares
of toilet paper.
Well, honestly,
you're going to be spinning it off the roll.
Like, you're not paying for the toilet paper. You're just gonna go. You're gonna go
Yeah.
more than what you would.
But that was
need.
disturbing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna. And I pissed on the floor. There's a drain in there. I was like, just pissed on the floor and left. I'm like, fuck it.
See,
there's no point.
he contributes to the fucking madness.
He's part of the problem.
And then
drain in between these two pissers, and the pissers are filthy. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I'll just piss into the drain.
The pissers are filthy. Do you put your dick on the pisser?
No, I'm just saying I don't want to look at it.
How
It
do
looks
you
like
use
somebody
a urinal?
because it looked like somebody cut your beard off over the top of one of these fucking urinals. I don't want to look in there.
I like how that was the most disgusting thing he could think of.
It is. It's disgusting. Like, oh, he sneezed. It was so bad. I mean, who are these animals that are ripping fucking ball hairs out just to piss? Oh God,
That's not fair. They fall out.
they're ripping
And
them
then-
out, man.
and
There's so much in
They
there.
fall out, and you're holding your dick, and then when you go to flush, they're like just on your hand. It's secondary
No.
transfer, Brian.
There's so many in there on both of them. Something happened. Something has been done there.
It may have been that dude's pubic hair, and that shit got stuck in it.
Could have been
And whenever he pulled the shit out, it pulled the pubic hair out too.
ass hair, pubic
Possibly.
hairs. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Maybe ass beard, shit beard was in there, fucking scratching his face. Maybe a couple of them fell out. I don't.
He's at home wearing the neck brace.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe the neck brace is pulling him out. I don't know. Fucking, it's terrible. Just animalistic behavior in the bathroom. No reason for it. I mean,
Says the guy pissing on the fucking floor.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me right now?
It becomes a necessity.
This is how
I gotta
society
piss,
breaks
and
down.
this is so fucked up. The pissers are so fucked. I'm just gonna piss in the drain. I'm gonna bypass the plumbing.
Like, I just feel like you
Ugh.
should have like stood like maybe a foot back. From
There's
the
a
dirty
photoelectric
pisser.
flusher.
Got most of it in there.
So there's no handle flusher. And then the thing's full of piss because the fucking battery's dead. You know, they don't maintain the thing, so there's no way to flush it. And I'm like, yeah, this is
So I'm thinking
disgusting.
that this is a gas station.
Yeah. It's the gas station on my route. It's the only one, basically. It's the only one with.
Is it a chain one?
It's the newest
green?
one. It's the one with no sink.
Oh my God!
wash
It's
your
that
hand.
one?
Yeah.
The bathrooms are normally pretty fucking clean in there.
The people that work in this one are all dirt bags.
No, I mean
drug
like,
trading
used to-
by the employees, all kind. That could have been an employee that did that.
Yeah, that's probably was.
I mean, this is the one that had the light out for fucking 4 months.
This isn't the one.
I mean,
by
I haven't
your-
been in there recently, but used to that place was like probably the cleanest bathroom on that road.
When
as
it
a
was,
whole.
yeah. At one time it was.
Was this the one by your house? Your old house?
Yeah.
Oh.
That used to be that was the cleanest, most
That was
well
the
put together
cleanest
gas
one.
It was
station.
nice.
A little bit more
I
expensive.
don't think
newest
I'd
one.
ever been in the bathroom, but the store itself was always nice when I went in there.
I think the management changed and
I
and
think it was
management did
fucking
change.
Brian. I think Brian shitting and pissing all over this bathroom for 6 months is what caused it to
I've never shit
be
in
the
there.
way it is.
No, I've never shit in there. That's the place. That's the one where I went in there and that guy was digging something out of his foot and there was blood all over the place. And I was like, I'm really glad that I got that fucking vaccine.
He was digging something out of his foot.
Yeah, he had stepped
You
in
know what you
something. He had a
should have done?
shoe on the floor. His blood all over the
You should
fucking
have went over
sink.
there and pulled it out, and then he would have
Yeah.
been your best friend forever because you would have removed the thorn from his paw.
He would have owed you
From
a
his
life
paw.
debt.
Yeah, because he was an animal. He had
He could
paws.
have helped you track down the dog
And
food
Brian
thief.
is a mouse.
He probably was.
That
It probably
would
was
have been
that
it.
guy.
He would have chased down the dog food thief, and the dog food thief would have got the upper hand by trying to kill him with the case of dog food, and this guy would have popped up out of nowhere. Thanks again, buddy, and then like just smacked the dude and saved his life.
He would have said, "We're even."
Can you
and
help
then
me get
flew
this out of
away.
here? Splinter, yeah, and I would have hammered it fucking in there deeper. And now when you run, when you steal that dog food, you won't be able to run as fast.
Why are you
'cause
such
got
a
something in
terrible
your
human
foot.
being?
You're
Brian?
contributing to the problem. You're
That
part of
could've
the
been that
problem,
same
not
guy.
Like
part
you're
of the
sitting there being a
solution.
terrible person and then
I'm not.
talking to the mic about terrible people.
I think he's homeless racist because he thinks all homeless people look the same. He
They
can't
do.
tell one from another.
I can't. You're right. They're all zombies to me. They're all white zombies.
The band, White Zombie?
Zombies.
Thunder Kiss 65?
No, but
Black
similar.
Sunshine?
I like the band. I don't like the people. They're white zombies. They're white people on drugs. And they're nomadic.
You know how poor people always hate people poorer than them?
You always got
Not necessarily. They're
I think
gotta share a
Brian
kinship.
hates the homeless because he's almost homeless, and the homeless are just like a step under
Oh, I got all kinds of
him.
places to stay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be in the street.
No, I don't either.
Mostly
But
'cause-
I'm just saying, like, he's one rung
Technically,
up.
yes. Technically,
He's-
I guess, yeah.
He's the next.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but to be homeless, like, you got to be drug addicted or crazy, basically, in this country. Or you
Yeah,
can get
basically,
place
it's a
to live.
choice. You know, that's why I have such a problem with it. Because they're begging and they're like, "I'm homeless." Well, you're choosing to be homeless, motherfucker. That's why you're doing that. You're crazy. You're on drugs. Drugs make you crazy.
Well, but I mean, if we're gonna start pointing fingers over drugs, I mean, I don't think
Well, I
anybody
mean,
in this
yeah,
room can really.
No, I know. I mean, like as a lifestyle. I'm just gonna chase the. I'm just gonna go all into the drug lifestyle.
Is that a nice flag over there, Bruce?
It's a beautiful flag.
I mean, I
I
would.
think this is where we should hang the guitar.
Yeah, right there.
here.
Right
Yeah,
there, yeah.
Right
that,
here.
that little spot right
That's
there.
what we
That's
ride.
a good spot for the.
I mean, who among us has dedicated our lives to drugs in a way that we just no longer have a place to live?
I mean, I wouldn't say dedicated, but it's a
But
pretty
that's a
strong
dedication.
hobby. It's a main interest.
Well, it's a hobby. It's
Like
an
if I
area
was
of
making a
interest.
dating profile, it'd probably be in the #1 spot under hobby, and maybe #2. I mean,
I'd say top 3 maybe, but that's as far as you're willing to go. You're not just say, you know what, fuck this place. I'm gonna go live in the woods.
I don't know. It's
over
according
here.
to how much more shitty life gets. I might move it up to my current occupation, drug user.
I don't think you would do that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. It's an off mic conversation. We'll talk about it. Let's go pee.
It's not funny if it's off mic, Brian.
Yeah, it is.
Then it's real.
Yeah, well,
Then it's just sad. We're not
Yeah,
doing it
so
for
it-
jokes. It's just we're depressed.
yeah. What do
Yeah.
you think?
All right. So let's take a break.
Break
let's take a
time.
break.
Break it.
Bestseller sale. We've taken 300 of the most popular items we carry, 300 of the things you want most, and priced them to sell like never before. Big things, little things, fashion things, fun things, things you want, things you need. All in this remarkable circular, all in this spectacular sale. The Zare 300 Bestseller Sale. Don't miss it.
Gobble, 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 motherfuckers.
There really is a Kentucky Fried Chicken school.
Yep, today we're making the Colonel's original recipe.
What have you learned?
Fresh chicken makes the best chicken.
And that we use 11 herbs and spices.
Oh, but that's the Colonel's secret. And special pressure cooking.
So it's always tender and juicy.
Looks like you've learned to make great chicken.
Only way to serve our
Well, I know you know how to play, but there's a difference between playing and teaching someone
I couldn't teach
young how to do
Because
it.
I had like 3 lessons.
I would
2 or
just
3
wind
lessons.
up screaming, "Make your fingers look like this, dummy!"
Yeah, and I don't know how to introduce him to it.
But there are people
or
who
how to teach him.
do that for a living.
Shit, yeah.
Oh, my cousin and his wife.
Yes.
They're pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this just happened.
That's
I just
awesome.
found out about it. We're not. I didn't realize we were recording.
Oh,
Yes, we
we're
are.
on, but this is the pre-roll.
Okay.
I mean, do you need this cut out?
Please.
Well, it's live on air, but yeah, he'll cut it out of the
It's
thing.
a live on the show.
I mean, I don't think there's anybody listening that would like go telling people. But
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
Whatever you do.
Secret.
It was on break, Aussie. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Picture of the key in the box.
He's almost a woman.
There's a picture of the key in the box I was talking about.
You know only women can get pregnant, right?
Customer, you have something in receptacle number. Please unlock the top lock and remove the item.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
The key will be retained in the lock.
For most people, the federal minimum wage
Oh,
is $3.35
Lord.
an hour. You may be one of them.
There's your 2 identical items in the locker. Victoria's Secret shit. And but let's be honest, you don't need to be buying that shit either.
No, of course not.
I'm kind of surprised they just send another entire item for
Me too.
free if you just call them and say, I didn't get my first one.
I was stunned by that.
With no investigation on their part of any kind, they just send another
I
one.
mean, it was scanned, delivered.
I can see
because it was in
maybe
there. it was
Amazon
like, come
doing
on
that,
now.
but
Yeah, I told him to tell her too. I was surprised by that, and it was like a week. The thing had been in there for a week, and then the other thing came, and I was like, that's weird, and I threw it in there. I already had the key in there, so I just threw another thing on top of it. I told him, when you call her and tell her what that key is for,
Oh, yeah.
tell her you know that, because she told him that. She was like, oh, I already didn't get it once. It's like, yeah, you got them both.
So, Armin Aussie was just talking about the mod thing again. We talked about it. We need to figure out how to do it, but we're totally willing to make you a chat mod, Aussie.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, let's do that.
I forgot about
I
that.
still have the instructions in my private messages.
Yeah, so we're going to do it. It probably won't be today, but...
Have we got any
probably next
assholes
time
in there
it's-
today?
No.
Oh,
I mean-
fucking bummer.
Yeah, I know.
I was kind of hoping we'd hit some fucking troll dickheads.
We had
in
trolls on Half Stack Show, and then we had yesterday on Russ's show just one of them show up and say, hey, last time I was here I was with 20, and then he gave up.
Yeah, he put up an emoji of, like, the dick emoji, you know? And it was, like, actual size. And I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that
And
is
he's just
cool.
like,
It's way better than mine.
So y'all do read the chat, right? And I was like, yeah, we read it. He was like, all right. And then you never said anything else the rest of the evening.
Y'all read, so y'all do read it? Yes, yes we do. And nobody gives a fuck. Bruce, there's a picture of the new guitar if you like that.
nice.
Pretty nice, huh?
I like it.
Look good.
Why did Ryan just type the word asshole with an arrow pointing to himself?
That's.
I don't think he realized that's how that came across.
I mean, come on. What do you think that is? That's truth. I like it. He can't be here, but he can be on there. I love that. I don't care though. It doesn't make any difference.
All right, I just added Aussie as moderator
Very
of
good.
the chat.
Good.
So
Thank you, sir, for your
do not
participation.
abuse your newly found powers.
Or do whatever.
Or we will
you know
test
what,
your
you know,
armor.
Whatever makes you feel
Yeah,
good.
whatever makes you feel good.
We don't really care.
Just do whatever you think we would do.
Yeah, you know us.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Whatever you feel like.
What's in this little blue egg?
Fred's already begging not to be kicked.
Fuck. I was ready to say, first order of business here.
Fuck with Fred.
We're gonna see how. Yeah, I don't. Maybe that's not good advice. Do what I would do. Yeah, don't.
don't
Probably
kick
don't do
Fred.
that. Maybe.
Don't kick Fred.
Not yet, anyway.
Unless we tell you to.
Yeah.
We just have one more thing to get, and then we'll be affiliate.
One more thing.
Yeah. Which we'll probably have it after today, actually.
Good. We have to have a certain average
Average viewer per hour.
Viewers
Yeah.
per hour.
And
I can't guarantee it, but I did tell my mom to actually put this on her phone whether she was working or not and could watch it.
Yeah, we're over that
So.
today, so.
All right.
All right, bring us back in.
Welcome back to Out for Delivery. Please support the show and the network. Use the Amazon link on the website, or you can give us money directly through PayPal or subscribe to the Patreon and get bonus shit.
Money,
Yay.
please.
All the info is on the support page, eldoradostudio.net. We thank you. Please help the show so it continues.
Yes.
Got a couple calls, but I forgot my little thing.
Oh, you don't have the dongle?
This,
You
I
got
don't
a
like the
dongle?
word, the dongle. I don't
That's
like
what
that.
it's called,
I know,
Brian.
it's what it's. I looked it up even. I was like, is there a way I can get around calling it that?
I was so pissed he tried to
We
find
also
something
have
else.
this
I did.
after we do
Fragile
calls.
glass.
Well, let's do the
it
mail
usually
first.
is.
Let's do the mail first instead of calls,
No,
because I
let's
got to
wait.
figure out a way to do the.
Yeah, we'll just wait on that.
I just want the
Wait, on
cameras
what?
to be able to see the fragile
The Christmas
box that's beat to hell.
Well, it's after Christmas, man. We should probably. We're late already, so
Come
we
on, he
should.
mailed it late. Look at the
That's
date he
true.
mailed it.
Let's
Like, it
see,
says what date he mailed it on there.
I don't. Can we? Do you want to?
12/24.
Not have that on the camera? Does it
Maybe
say
not have the
address on it?
No,
address on
you
there.
can't
Yeah.
get that close.
Okay, good. Fragile glass. I don't think. I feel like this isn't glass.
I think it was.
It probably is. Just
Was?
wrapped really well.
It was.
It
The
wasn't.
box is
Now
piece
it's
of
glass
shit.
I'm not
shards.
sure what it is anymore.
Yeah, it's light,
It was
man. I don't
glass.
know. It's very lightweight,
It is a piece of shit.
Now it's sandstone.
and it's got a footprint on it right here.
Oh, the box is torn some too. There's a little flap
So-
that Brian just opened.
The coolest present I got this year was a Rat Fink neon sign,
Mm-hmm.
and
Where you got it at?
Why is that not in here?
well, it's not.
It's in the dining room,
No.
lit up.
It's in the entryway to the house, hanging from the ceiling.
So like I opened it and there was just like, because it's the huge neon sign. There's
Like a
just
real neon one,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
real neon.
That's what I like.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's just foam stuffed in everywhere. It took me like an hour to get all the foam out, and I was like, how did this make it here
I
without
was gonna
breaking?
say that's incredible. Really?
Yeah, it is incredible.
And it's like 5 colors, you know. And
Because
so
those things
like,
will, like, over time, like if there's the smallest little thing that should have leaked out of there and it won't light up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that is incredible that it's
Yeah.
lit up.
There was lots of foam.
Very excited about it.
Underneath, over, in between every crevice.
Yeah, like
and
every
some extra stuffed on
like just
opposite
pieces
places.
of foam in between every tube on every side.
Yeah, but I've seen how the packages get thrown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then it was in like a huge styrofoam case. Like before you got to like the box, it was in like a huge.
And then it was in
styrofoam.
another box too.
Yeah.
Like a shock absorber.
The box I
They know how to
wrapped
package shit.
put
Layers
that
of
in.
protection.
Like I think they could have pushed it out of a C-130 over the house, and it would have been fine when it got here.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
okay.
I guess if you're shipping neon signs, you need to know how to
Fuck yeah.
protect them.
It looks glorious.
You got a picture of it?
Awesome.
I don't. I wish I did.
God.
I don't.
So where you gonna put it?
Fucked up.
I didn't do it.
So like I got a neon clock too. I got a Chevy neon clock a while ago.
For
Chevy
his
clock.
Camaro lifestyle.
Yeah. The Camaro lifestyle was heavy in the gift giving holiday.
I'm
I
sure
may
it
have
was.
overplayed my joking Camaro lifestyle hand.
Wearing the shirt.
And the shirt's pretty awesome.
It is a
But
lifestyle.
so I'm gonna get a timer because I've got this thing when I have cool lights that if they don't have a timer on them, that I never turn them on because I forget to turn them off and it pisses me off in the middle of the night whenever shit's all lit
Neon.
up.
There's
Yeah.
glowing neon.
Everywhere.
So I'm buying an electronic timer for it and the clock light, so that it'll turn on every day at 11 and turn off every night at 10.
That's good.
Let me recommend you something, and this is one of the gifts I got this year. It's awesome. There are these little smart plugs
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that you can plug in, and they'll hook up to either like Alexa or
Good point,
or
because
an
I
app
already
on your phone.
I already have
Thing
a
that we
smart
have?
power strip
Yeah.
that has 3 plugs on it that's controllable by Wink Hub. So I can just set that up. Thank you.
hate
I don't
that
have to go
power.
buy a timer now.
Just so you know, I hate that power strip.
That's a good
Why?
idea, man.
Because half the plugs I can't get them to work because I don't have the app or access to it.
I've got
Sorry.
got a couple of those outlet things, little plug things you plug in,
Yeah, plugs too.
and they make the outlets.
Thanks, Avery.
How many ass plugs do you have?
I have one with a tail on it.
You got one in now?
He's got at least 10 tentacles.
A tail.
By the way,
Does have
last night
tentacles.
during Out for Delivery, we decided, not Out for Delivery, Ignorance of the Law, we decided what was going to be on the reverse side of my tombstone.
What's that?
Anything's a butt plug if you're committed enough.
That's a good idea.
Not for today,
That's a good.
and not
I mean,
for
it's
the
a
people.
mantra.
No, I'm just thinking like people who see that tombstone 100 years from now are going to piss themselves laughing.
Or they're gonna be like, "What's a butt?"
What's
I
a
think we'll
butt?
still have butts in 100 years.
I think so. I feel like butts will be around.
I feel like your tombstone will be the first one to be desecrated, though.
As a butt plug? You think they'll try to use it as a butt plug?
Somebody's putting that tombstone up their ass.
Somebody's taking that challenge.
Make sure I get one of those like old-fashioned tombstone jazzes that looks like a pyramid, like not a pyramid, but a pillar, and an obelisk, and then and it has a little pointy.
Oh God!
Like a miniature Washington monument. We'll just have.
That's what I want.
But it's just like 2 feet tall.
So on one side, I want like my name, my date of birth, and beloved father,
silicone,
hero,
beloved.
Oh, so we're just lying now.
Yeah, of course.
We're just putting whatever on there.
We're gonna put hero, and then we're gonna
put
spell it out.
superhero.
Co-host of Out for Delivery.
Yes.
Hero is different than a superhero.
Yeah.
Hero is
We're
yeah,
gonna
you're
write
right.
all the things that Michael wrote when he was doing his hero speech.
Then on one side, I wanted to say a Mason, just like George Washington.
Carver.
And here's the monument.
And then the other side,
Peanut.
I want the anything's a butt plug if you're committed enough. And then on the other side, like on the fourth side, I lasted longer than I should have.
On the fourth side,
borrowed time,
at the
baby.
old studio, there was a hand-drawn picture of Jason as this weird creature thing. That's what I'm going to put on. I've got a picture of that.
And by the way, if he dies tomorrow, he still wants it to say that on the fourth side.
That's still true. It's also still true. Like just a mystery of medicine. Nobody really knows.
Lasted way too long.
A medical mystery. I have the original hand-drawn thing. It's at work, isn't it?
Which one?
The one of you?
I've got a picture of it on my phone.
I have the original.
Are you talking about the Jason the Mason with the
Yeah.
I don't know
With
where
the
that's
headphones?
at.
Yep.
I got the original, and I saw it not too long ago. I like to think it's at work.
At work?
Hung up, yeah. Hung up at work, yeah.
Like at your case?
Yeah.
I believe that's possible. I believe that's possible.
It's in the men's room above the urinal.
Oh, well, yeah, that's always going on. I mean, the copy could be there, but...
No, it gets distributed like flyers around the building.
Where is it?
I mean, I'm not
Is
even,
that why you wouldn't give him a
Like-
calendar? You didn't want him to see what
No.
you used as the picture?
like I'm not even mad about it because Stu drew me like all muscular and stuff. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
tell the
that
girls,
was-
I'm like,
that was
Stu drew
definitely
that?
I'm like,
He drew that,
good.
yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
I'm like, that's what this looks like. My shirt just makes it look like I'm fat. It's really just muscle.
It's muscle.
I just wear fake fat guy shirts. So
My clothes don't fit well.
The coolest gift I got for Christmas is Kim got me this. It's like a knit toboggan, except it's got the face of Cthulhu and like little tentacle things hanging down
gosh.
I've
over the
seen those.
mouth.
That's pretty awesome.
So it covers like the whole front of your face, except for the eyes, and then like the whole back of your head. It's fantastic.
Now he needs some glowing contacts so he can get glowing red eyes.
Is that
That's
a
pretty
thing?
cool.
They sell
Yeah.
glowing.
I'm sure that they could make it a thing.
All right. Or you could just get really high and put in normal contacts, I guess.
Whatever.
I mean, they wouldn't be glowing.
Maybe. Could
I
be.
mean,
Some people would
okay.
be really
We'll
high.
just get you some snow goggles and I'll put some lights on the inside of it so it looks like it's glowing.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
could do
awesome.
that.
There you go.
Snow goggles. That's fucking nice. I didn't think about that.
Then your whole face will be covered.
What about you, Avery? What was your favorite Christmas
All
present?
of them.
He liked his tentacles.
All
I
of
did
them.
really like the tentacles. I still play with them.
I'm gonna need another one of those Union Stewart journals.
Would you build up?
There has been so much shit that's already happened. I feel like if I'm gonna continue on into the spring, that I may need
You probably
another
should just
one.
order them in bulk. Just get like a case of them.
Is there a subscription where I can get one of those every quarter? Because I'm gonna start the biggest. I'm getting ready to start the biggest grievance I've ever written.
Ooh.
No, go
we
on.
talking class action?
Yeah, it's gonna be a class action overtime equability
Is it against the
for the quarter.
Okay, so it's not against the big tobacco. Okay, go on.
No, not against big tobacco.
I hear
Is it-
class action. I get
Is
excited.
it about the danger of the random messages we receive?
That's coming too.
Because I've heard people file class actions on those and win them.
Does it involve
we're disturbed.
mesothelioma by any chance?
Not yet.
If you were a loved one who's been employed by...
Well, if I don't win the lottery
Exposed.
soon, I'm gonna look into this mesothelioma money.
Well,
I can tell you that
you're
right now.
coughing a fair bit,
I know.
and you were around some. You worked in some old buildings, didn't you?
I worked in tons of old buildings.
I think you've got a case.
Like
I mean, the money's running out. They're just trying to find people to give it to.
When I was an
So
electrician,
come on.
I did a bunch of like remodels.
Well, then you need to call those guys.
Probably should.
Yeah, national law firm.
That's probably why I have asthma. It's probably mesothelioma.
Why are we still sitting here? Why aren't you at a lawyer's office right now?
I should get this music going money.
You could just fucking
Jazz, go turn on daytime TV and get me a number real quick. Just wait for a commercial. It'll be in the commercial break. Any channel.
I'm just gonna wait between Dr. Phil and Judge Judy.
Me and Steve McQueen.
Yeah, I'm guarantee you get some money.
Probably.
You can pay this thing off.
Anyway, so overtime equitability.
Equitability, yeah. It's
equitability.
Equitability.
They have to.
Have they been misreporting their credit scores? Or?
They have not been reporting any hours of overtime worked, like a daily. They're supposed to report daily. That's how they know how to assign the overtime.
Yeah.
You mean
according to who's worked the most? Who's
management
worked the least.
is not reporting, or the workers?
Management. No, the workers don't have any reporting requirement. Management has to report to the employees how much overtime has been worked and how they're assigning it, and they haven't been doing that in a year.
What?
They haven't done it for a year.
And they're supposed to do it on a daily basis?
They're supposed to do it on a daily basis, yeah. That's how they know.
What
keep.
Form does that information come in? Is it
just
a piece
spreadsheet.
Of paper, or do they just tell them vocally?
It's just a spreadsheet that they print out and they post next to the schedule every day. That's how the boss is supposed to assign the work. So
that way the same non-overtime people don't get hammered repeatedly with overtime.
If you got 10 people on the overtime list, they're supposed to be within 10 hours of each other to ensure a fair distribution of the overtime. And as far as I can determine...
Oh, I thought this was more about whenever they do forced overtime on non-ODL.
No.
Okay,
this particular one is about that, about the equitability of the people who chose to work. And as far as I can
some
determine,
people are getting more.
It's supposed to be within 10 hours.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, it might be close to 100. And so that means
you're saying the top
guy
guy has 100 hours more overtime than the lowest guy.
Yeah.
Now, did that lowest guy get hit by a school bus?
No.
And has not been at work?
No, that guy's not a factor. That guy...
No, but you know what I mean. Like, that guy's coming
not
to
available.
work.
Right. He's getting charged, but he's not available to work. So that doesn't count.
So the guy that's 100 hours different has been there routinely.
Yeah, that's me.
It's you.
Yeah.
And 100 hours is the difference. Over how long a period again?
3 months.
That's a lot.
That's a significant.
That's a significant amount of money.
It's like 8 hours a week.
Like, there's no way like that's on accident either. To be like 100 hours.
Oh, it's an accident.
You think so?
I know it is. They're too incompetent. They didn't even have
8 hours a week wouldn't be that hard to.
I guess you're right.
They didn't even have the fucking sheet to keep track of it. They didn't even have that. Like, they didn't have it set up. There's no spreadsheet or anything until our boss.
What do they
got there,
typically do when overtime work comes up that needs to be given out? Do they say, "Hey, Brian,"
they just assign it? Yeah,
have some hours. They don't look at any kind of
they
sheet
just figure out
to see who has what.
They've got the list of what overtime they need to be carried in this hand, and they go, and the first person they see, they say, "You come here."
And they'll have like a sheet written down. Oh, I know this guy's won overtime. Hey, you get this, whatever. Just everybody gets this, but it may not pan out to be,
What steps have you taken to rectify this before this point? Have you said anything?
Yeah, I've been asking for the daily balance sheet every day since I've been the steward, and I can't get the daily balance sheet.
So they should know this is coming, and
no, they have no idea it's coming.
Are they?
Well, if you've asked for it repeatedly, they should know. They should probably get it. That obviously you're setting something up.
Are they saying no? I'm not going to give that to you, or are they saying
I'm still working on it?
I'll get it, man. I'll get it.
I said, and every time
covered up over here.
This is a daily thing that you're supposed to do, and that like I can ask for a penalty of like a monetary penalty for every day.
And that's how the scanner thing was. Once they won that grievance, they said there was supposed to be everybody gets like $5 for every incident that happens, and it continued to happen. And they filed another grievance and upped it to $10 per incident, and they were still getting messages every day, and it was like 30 people.
Are you talking about just a random, like the boss sends you a message on your scanner?
Yes.
Why? Is that a thing they shouldn't be doing?
Some kind of safety issue because it goes off in the middle of you driving or something.
It's the same as reading a text.
I don't think that's a grievance our side could ever win, but I could see them.
But obviously, like, it goes off and you can wait to read the message. It's not like it beeps constantly to you. Like,
no, the urgent alerts are have to address it right then.
Beep beep beep
okay.
beep 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 beep.
And they send out urgent
beep,
alerts for the fucking pop your hood.
Yeah.
Because like 3 times a day. because they don't know.
But I feel like that's something our crafts don't want management not being able to do. Like, I like that they have the ability to get a message to me on my scanner.
I don't like that.
Because I can acknowledge it or not acknowledge it. And if I'm already home and you send out a message, you can't hold me liable because you have no record of me acknowledging this message until tomorrow.
I always reply fire.
I always say being followed or harassed.
That's a good one.
Not enough time is my go-to.
Jazz, we have these, when we get these messages, there's a list of options that we can pick to reply with. And one of them's like, accept the message. One of them's like, in a dangerous situation.
Police
one of them's
emergency.
like fire. One of them's like tornado.
Yes.
Being harassed
like being harassed / followed.
Fire is
one
good.
of them's other.
Vehicle accident. Other allows you to type in something.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to start using that.
I used other, but it does take a lot of
needs
time.
to be one.
That's
That's now going to be my go-to.
Stop to watch a parade.
No, it's going to be running. No, I'm just going to put running late. Cthulhu has risen.
You can do that.
Yeah,
it's
like that one, except it's
I was
blue.
having Chromecast issues, so it took a while to get it up.
Okay, we're looking at a picture of
That's
Bruce's
the neon
gift
sign.
here. And that's the neon sign. Very good.
And
I like
the mask is perfect because the tentacles are longer in the middle, so it covers my beard like almost perfectly.
Hold on, It's
crazy how well it works.
I gotta get something. Hang on. Keep going.
Uh-oh.
I also got a chainsaw.
Nice. What kind?
Because I've been needing one.
If I go to Bruce's, can I play with his chainsaw?
That one.
That's a good brand. How many horsepower?
Fuck, I don't know.
15,
Is that a yes?
25, 50. How long's the blade? Is it like a lumberjack
I haven't
blade,
even
or-
opened it yet. I don't know.
You know you got to get 2-cycle oil for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruce, you should just tell me yes.
I already got it for the leaf blower. To what?
I asked a question twice. I'm not repeating it a third time. I just
Okay,
need a
well,
yes
you shouldn't
from
have
both
asked
of
it when I was in the middle of a conversation.
I need a yes from both of you.
She's probably trying to convince you to let her use your chainsaw, but she can't use a chainsaw.
Yeah.
I won't let her use a chainsaw.
He won't let me use a chainsaw.
That's going to be a hard no, Jazz.
Oh, it was honey bun refill time.
Yeah, I had a honey bun out of the car. I forgot about.
No, chainsaw's nice.
Hey, I got told I wasn't allowed to use a circular saw. I've used a circular saw now.
You
I'll get there.
use the saw?
I will
a little
get
bit
there.
bigger.
Yeah. You don't need a chainsaw until you need it, and when you need it, you really need it.
That's
You're
the
fucked
thing.
if
We
you don't have
have about a dozen giant limbs in our backyard that have been sitting there for like 2 weeks now since the big storm. And like my dad asked me a couple weeks ago, he's like, what do you need for Christmas? Because my dad is very practical. He's never going to get me something I want for Christmas. It's
Right.
always what I need for like housework.
Yeah, what do you need? Well, a rat
a
fake
yard implement.
neon
or
sign.
something. He'd be like, no, like really, what do you need?
Well,
And I was like, a chainsaw. So he got me a fucking chainsaw.
there you go.
Sweet.
We've got limbs.
If you want to practice, I got like 3
Yeah.
trees down here I haven't got around to yet. So if
Practice
you,
does
I
make
got
fun.
plenty of practice in my backyard, but
just saying,
I
if you need
appreciate
to-
the offer.
Well, you don't want to damage your broken limbs.
That's a good point.
That is good.
I mean, you don't want to mess
Fuck.
up on your stuff. Yeah, you can come out here and practice
I
on
don't
my
want to
trees.
cut them wrong.
We live out in the woods. If
Shit.
it turns out ugly, we'll just throw it.
And
in
this
the
is
middle,
the
nobody
place where
will
you can
know.
cut them wrong and get away with it.
Yeah.
Like you could just block the driveway and be like,
I wouldn't want my bundles of sticks to be unpresentable to the neighborhood before they get picked up.
You're
But
right. You
pick
probably
up
have a
They might
homeowners
judge you.
association.
Yep, it's true. You better come out here and practice on those ones beside the driveway, and then I got a tree back there that fell too. It needs to be cut up. So.
You don't have a chainsaw.
No,
Okay.
I do.
He does.
Okay.
I just don't want to
He
use
just
it.
won't
Maybe you
let-
could show. Maybe you should demonstrate how to properly
He
use
won't
the
let
thing.
anyone else use
I
it.
overbought on the chainsaw. The thing kills my back. It weighs like 20 pounds. When
You
you're
have a
swinging
shoulder
it
strap
around
on?
like this, it's
Jason just
No.
went in and he was like, I'll take the biggest one you have.
No, I will take the only one you have left because there was
That
a
is
storm
true.
last night.
Oh, fuck.
That is true. It was
Sucker.
like, well, I can have that one that doesn't look like it'll cut through anything.
It plugs into the wall. Looks like a kid's toy chainsaw.
Or it's this one.
Or like the lumberjack edition that comes with its own flannel shirt.
You go in there. Where's the $100 one? Oh, those are all gone. All we have is this $800 monster.
It was $225.
Jesus.
So pretty much, yeah.
God damn.
It's a pollen, and it's like a 20 horsepower, I think, isn't it?
20 horsepower
I don't know.
fucking chainsaw.
I didn't pay much attention to it because I knew
No,
I wasn't
maybe
going to
it's
be allowed to
15.
touch it.
That's a lot for a chainsaw.
It's
Is it
like
gas
the biggest.
or electric?
It's
Gas.
gas. It's the biggest one Lowe's carries.
God damn.
The-
This honey bun's fucking good, man.
It's the biggest one Lowe's carries that has the normal like 15-inch blade
like
on it,
Kevin with
not
his
the
Snickers bar.
25-inch whatever. So yeah,
You saw his table in half in 2 seconds.
it came with its own case.
It
Yeah.
did.
So like that
I
was worth
bumped
the
my
extra
foot on it
$100
nightly.
Do you? Why? Maybe you should
It's
start it
sitting
up.
in the
Good
hallway.
question.
Yeah, why? Why are you so close
It's
to the...
sitting in the hallway because Edith can't carry it
Ah.
downstairs, and I don't know where to put it.
Sitting in a hallway. That's a good place to keep it.
Downstairs.
The basement.
Speaking of which, we're
Well, that's where
probably
to put it.
I don't know where downstairs. We're
probably going to use that tomorrow to
You
get
mean
that
not
shit out of the
we?
driveway.
There's not gonna be a we using it.
Me and you.
It's going to rain tomorrow, so don't bother.
Don't say we unless I'm allowed to use it.
Don't bother.
You're going to help me use it, and by help, I mean drag shit out of my way after I get it cut.
That's not fair.
I'll get there. Eventually, I'll be able to use the chainsaw.
What about equal
I am
distribution
stronger than
of
him.
labor?
I'll know one Sunday when I walk in here and you're missing a hand that
Right.
you were allowed to use the chainsaw that week.
Edith would let me.
Edith. All right,
She would.
We got some calls. I'm not going to play that. Yeah. This is going to be a fucked up way to...
I think your problem is...
Today is the day after Christmas, and it's. I went home today after working about 9.5, a little slightly more than 9.5 hours. And I am not on the overtime list.
Oh, God.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Double coverage marriage mail today. Who the fuck lets that go out on the day after a
damn.
holiday?
What an asshole.
God damn it, just sucks. It's about 40 degrees, rained all fucking day. Jesus, what a shitty day.
I didn't put it there.
Another thing, my office had a new hire that on Christmas Eve apparently bumped a car parallel parking.
Fuck.
He's not passed his probation yet.
Oh.
So he came in today and they sent him home.
Come on.
Got to
It's
talk
Christmas.
to the big guy, see what he wants to do.
That's management's fault. Can you pause that for a
raises the
second?
question, why the hell are they hiring these employees before the biggest
can't
month
work
of the
his
year? You got to have them trained and ready to go by the time we hit this season,
That's
not
right.
just brand new off the street.
Go ahead.
Holy shit, he was actually trying
There
to pause
used
it
to
that
be a
whole time.
time where everything during December stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they used to not post anything
Yeah, they
that
didn't-
people could bid on.
Right,
They
right.
used to not change any kind of job things.
Mhm.
They used to not allow transfers.
No conversions, no
no
nothing.
new
Yeah.
hires, no training, nothing.
None of that bullshit.
Why did they stop?
Evidently, it stopped
'Cause
all over the place.
Winters are not any easier for Decembers aren't any easier
No.
for us than they were.
No.
Because common sense has got even less than what it used to be.
Common sense is out the fucking window.
I mean, like, think about it. So this dude got hired in December, and he makes it through the hardest month of the year.
Right.
All the way to
Man.
the last day.
Yeah.
Because there's a big difference between the
He's trying to parallel
24th and the
park.
26th. And he's trying to parallel park, and he bumps a car.
Big deal.
He's at the point of exhaustion. I think you let this one slide. Like, if he had had a head-on crash on December 24th, all right, fine. If he'd fell asleep at the wheel, all right, fine. If he had a rollaway runaway, all right, fine.
Right.
He bumped a car while parallel parking in a truck he's been driving for a month in the worst conditions he's ever going to drive the truck in. Don't be a dick. It's Christmas, dick.
Is this something management has an option for, Brian? After this accident happens, can whoever makes that call say, "We'll let him have one," or is it?
I think
does
it's
he
got to be
have
up
to
the
be
chain.
terminated?
I think it's got to go up the chain to a pretty high level, and that guy's the one that's got to say yay or nay.
Well, you
if
have
they
to
want it be
determine
nay.
what this person that you hit's gonna do. You know what I mean? I guess
Well,
if I was a manager, I would have to
necessarily
be out there.
be relevant to the situation. I don't think.
Well, if that person calls and says, "Oh, well, they covered it up," but then you got a real fucking problem. You have an obligation to report it. Now, if you hit a stationary object or something,
I'm not talking about covering it up. I'm talking about the person who makes the decision, decides, okay, we'll let him stay on, despite this accident.
well, it determines. You'd have to, I guess, the severity of it.
Is there any chance he
new-
can fight it and keep his job, or is that because he?
I mean, they have to put you off after an accident anyway. They have to put you off and they
I'm
investigate.
fine with that. I'm fine with them saying, go home. You
Yeah.
can't come back.
Yeah, they may not have fired the guy. They just.
But
you know,
if
we're
they,
gonna look at it.
if they fire the guy, they need to.
How much would it suck to have to work the 3 weeks before Christmas and then you can't work the week
Yeah.
after?
Oh, I know. And then they'll fire you or
Right.
something.
The
Oh,
good news
fuck
is
you.
he doesn't know what he's missing.
That's
he's
true.
new. He
That's-
just
yeah.
feels like he's probably missing like.
He thinks we're all still doing that.
Yeah.
We're not,
Oh,
buddy. Sorry.
Jesus.
That's shitty.
That is shitty.
That sucks.
I mean, that's the kind of idiots we're working for.
That's right. It's almost like we
hope
were
you guys
talking
made it
with
through.
you at the same time.
I know this is Jason's favorite week, but today did not start off like a good day. So
No.
hopefully the rest of the week's better. Don't forget to hit it.
Hit it.
No, there's only one really good day this week. And that day was spectacular good, though. Like, when I start delivering in the dark in the morning,
it's a
and
good
I
day.
have everything.
This just came in from Kim, who is apparently listening live to the show. It's a picture of my chainsaw.
No, very good. What do you think?
Nice one.
Nice saw.
Got a nice
All
one.
right. You got some work to do, man.
First of all, they could put the name Husqvarna on the side of a brick, and it's going to be, $85.
That's gonna add a premium to it. But those are nice saws.
I can't say the name of that brand without an angry
Husqvarna?
tone. No, Husqvarna.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Like you can't just say it normal.
Husqvarna.
No.
That was wrong. You said it wrong.
You said it wrong.
Nobody's gonna know what
Dude,
brand you're talking
yeah.
about.
They're going to be like, are you looking for a dog? I don't... What do you want?
No. What is this again?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't speak that language. Is that Swedish?
really. I'm not sure what is that anyway. Where's that brand come from?
I don't know.
It's somewhere over there, I think.
Yeah, it's on your side of the
I
world.
think it's like IKEA's partner company. That's a
Somewhere
joke,
where there's a lot
but I
of
think
trees that were
it's-
cut down, I'd imagine.
I would figure Northern Europe is what I'm feeling like.
Could be.
Perhaps
Not German, though, like Belgium.
Belgium or Norway, perhaps.
Yeah.
Somewhere Vikings come from. I
Yeah,
feel like that
somewhere
would be-
around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they, conquerors, all that shit. All right, we got one more.
Fellas, hey fellas, this is Marley's Ladder again.
Hey, man.
What's up?
I was calling about your dog stories you were talking about with Fred being attacked, I don't know, numerous times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How many times has
It's his
Fred
face.
been bit?
He's been bit.
Like if I was a
Several.
dog, I'd bite
A
him
couple
too.
weeks ago, I had a customer on my route who just wanted me to meet his dog. She was a pit bull.
Meet his dog.
I didn't
Meet
show
a
any
pit
fear.
bull? Fuck
I'm
no.
naive, thinking it's going to be all right.
Nope.
No, what she said was pit
He
bull.
gets her sit. She doesn't bark. She doesn't growl. I put my hand out there.
That's good.
She lets me pet her on the head.
Mhm.
Lets me love on her. I bend down to, start to pet her, and she jumps up to lick me in the face. Well, when she does this, her mouth is wide open. When she does it, she nicks the top of my lip and the bottom of my chin with her teeth.
Oh, no.
And before I know it, I'm gushing like a fucking stuck pig.
Bleeding everywhere.
I had no clue
That's
what to
the end of
do.
that. That's the end of
He's
that.
just like, oh, she just got you in the lip. I'm like, no, I think I'm bleeding.
Bit my face
Look
off.
at my chin. Yeah, it's bleeding.
Mhm.
Thank God the dude's a medic. Rushes
Oh,
out,
damn.
picks me up, but yeah, I don't fuck with dogs anymore either.
Oh, fuck those things.
That same
Alright,
thing
guys,
happened to
have a good
Fred.
show. Hit it.
Thanks, buddy.
That's one of Fred's dog bites. Is he was petting a friendly dog and the dog jumped up and busted him in the mouth.
It's this exact shit. Every time, every motherfucker walks up, they're like, my dog's friendly.
They wanna
He's
meet
just going to
my
lick
dog."
you.
Ugh.
And I can be like, no,
your
sir. I know
fucking
like
shit off.
1,000 times this has happened to other people, and they get bit.
I just flat out
Fuck
lie.
your dog.
I am now to the point where if there's a dog out, I don't care if it's a Chihuahua or a Pit Bull. I say if they see me out of the truck and there's a dog, they'll write me up. I can't get out of the truck.
That's good. That's a good
Sorry,
excuse.
I can't.
Which, I mean, that's pretty close to the truth.
And I started with...
Our instructions are, if there's a dog in the yard, don't get out, period.
And I started with, I know he wouldn't bother me, but if they see me, I just can't take a write up, man.
Yeah, I've had too many already.
Well, I leave that part out.
Yeah. But that is good.
That's my general rule of thumb. I've got a guy trained now. He's got a Basset Hound that I believe may be stuffed. I've only seen it move like twice.
People are so fucked with these dogs. You got to meet my dog. What is he gonna do? Are we gonna stop and have fucking drinks? No. What?
Well, I've got this guy trained now because he's got a tiny mailbox. You can't put like a CD in because it's one of these locking mailboxes.
I hate those.
So, like, I pull up around the back of his house because he's on a busy street, and I pull up there and I sit, and he sees me because he just retired and bought the house. He sees me because he knows the dog's sitting in the lawn chair relaxing because it's as old as he is.
Yeah.
And he just comes out and gets it. I don't even have to honk my horn or anything now. He just knows, well, you ain't gonna get out because the dog's out there, and he just comes out and gets it. And every time I'm like, sorry, man, I just can't get out, you know. You can't even see where I'm at from the road, I still say.
And you
I
say
don't
this
care.
is a toy poodle, right?
No, it's a Basset Hound, and I swear to
A
God,
Basset Hound
I've
would
seen...
take 20 minutes to get up and get over there. Yeah.
Like, if I was standing next to him in the chair, he couldn't bite me before I could get back to the truck.
He moves in sloth
You have
speed.
2 hours before that dog gets up. And even if it could get up, it can't get up off the ground.
I've never seen a dog use a walker, but I imagine this one would.
Get a wheelchair. Last week we were talking about you getting in your truck with a wheelchair.
Yeah.
On the playback, I listened to it. I laughed when Fred was saying, you were like, I don't know, any shoes and get this. He said, just get a wheelchair. Very good. But yeah, that fucking shit.
I got new shoes. They were giving me new shoes for Christmas.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
So,
there you go. You're welcome. You need to say that more often. You're welcome.
they're nice. I like them. I'm a fan of them. They look like old men's shoes. Yep, that's them.
Is that it, Bruce? What do you think?
They look like the exact same shoes you were wearing before.
Same ones?
Exactly.
Except there's still soles on
Which
these.
is
and they're
actually
not
what
falling apart.
Jason prefers.
Yeah.
You know how he's got 30 of the same shirt in his work closet.
Mm-hmm.
Just, new shoe goofy.
Dirty rainbow. You open the closet, it's all gray, navy,
There's no
black,
navy. Come
navy.
He's going to write
gray.
50 Shades of Brown.
Yeah, charcoal, maybe. You got any brown? You
I
got
got
a yellow
one-
shirt?
I got one brown shirt.
What?
Brown
What happened to
shirts.
the other 10?
Brown shirts.
It's like I wore out, man. You don't know how many times I've bought new shirts. Like, you just don't know it's new because it's exactly like the shirt I just threw away.
That's right.
It's just not as thin.
Do you have like a
Shinier.
yellow one? Yeah, you need like a yellow one.
No, I got a
short
khaki
sleeve,
one.
yellow,
That's it.
and then some brown pants.
No.
Why not?
I had to stop wearing the one that was like UPS brown because I got
confused
comments
people. Yeah,
at work about don't wear that shirt because you look like you work for someone else.
Really? Well, you want to wear the vest?
They thought I worked for DHL, so.
Ooh, have you seen those fools?
Whoa.
Ketchup and
Are they
mustard.
still around?
Well, they relaunched it
seen
again.
those
guys.
guys in a while
Yeah,
now.
their standard uniform is a ankle monitor. Like that's like part of their uniform issue is.
It's a criminal organization, but they don't break any laws.
No, it's an
just all
organization made of criminals. They're not criminals themselves. They only
Yeah.
hire criminals.
That's right. And the uniform is similar. It reminds me of Ronald McDonald. The way
It
that
is very
it's
clown-like,
laid out.
yes.
Yeah, bright
Yeah.
yellow, bright red.
Well, it's
Very
because they were
stupid.
so used to the prison jumpsuit.
Yeah,
that they had
don't
to
run.
Acclimate back to society.
That's why they shuffle their feet when they're walking up to the door.
That's why they're so slow.
They're
Yeah,
used to having shackles on.
the leg irons. They can't get going. So, you want to wear the vest to work?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You want to try it?
No.
Bruce, how about you?
I don't think it
wear
would
the
fit
vest
me,
to work?
first of all. It'd be fat
It
guy.
may
in a
not,
little-
yeah.
You ever seen that scene in Tommy Boy?
Mm-hmm.
Fat guy in a little
Fat
coat.
guy, little coat?
Yeah.
You want
I
to just
don't-
sling
I
it
would-
over your
I would-
shoulder and
I
walk
would-
in?
I would hate to rip your jacket in half, Brian.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Don't do it. Richard.
Richard.
What are you watching there? The Yankees. Classic. Classic.
Or the
classic
Phillies.
movie.
The Phillies.
You know who my favorite little rascal was? Spanky.
Shitty week. I got nothing else.
Well, no, it's too early.
I know it's too early, but I was
No.
just saying I got nothing else.
Can't quit. Nope, can't quit.
Oh, we got this mail to open.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah, it's
We
been
do.
blocking
We
my
got
view for
this-
fucking an hour.
This box here.
What direction do we?
I don't
Been
know.
blocking your view of what? My gut?
Be careful.
Everything. I mean, usually
Fragile
I just
glass.
used to just open space here.
You want
Oh.
a knife? Hang on. Let me give you a knife.
No, it's half open.
You really
We
want to
don't-
give him a knife?
Yeah, really.
Thank you.
I think it's appropriate. Should I be opening this?
I don't know.
Who's it addressed
What's
to?
it for?
It's to
OFD.
Oh God, let's get that off camera. That's fine. I got it.
My God, that address was massive.
I know it was big, wasn't it?
He's just like, camera can't pick that up. I'm like, it's as big as the room.
One of those trolls that's outside the fucking building here.
Right.
Hey, man. Let's see what we got here. This is wrapped in. I don't know. Seems to be. If it's not liquor, I don't
care.
It was definitely done by a drunk person. You gotta see all this shit in here.
I can already see it.
It's
It's
their
in your
trash for the
hand.
week.
There's more than one, so don't drop them.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
How many of them
Oh,
smashed?
Boy, none. Unfortunately, all of them are intact.
Is that glitter I see?
Yes.
It is
it like
glitter.
real glitter or is it attached to the
These
thing?
are Christmas
'Cause
ornaments.
If I open that
Is that
glitter
correct?
comes off,
I
I'm
don't
putting
know.
it back.
Oh, look at the other side though.
Are those tits?
Very fucking good.
Yeah, those are nice.
Very
Oh,
good.
wow.
Like it. Like it a lot.
What's on the reverse?
Are those tits?
Our names.
Oh.
Look at these Christmas ornaments we got there, boys. Look at that shit. Fucking good.
Oh, and Coke Guy just showed up, said, I'm here on Twitch.
Just in time.
Your Bruce is. That was Bruce. That's nice. Thank you, Cog Guy. Appreciate that. Very fucking Christmas.
Aww.
It seems like the glitter is attached very well. There's a
Is it
layer
coated over?
There's a layer of shellac above the glitter.
That's acceptable then. Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate that.
You do know you have to take yours out of the package and keep it out because one of those is for Fred.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna leave it in here because next year we'll have a tree in here.
God damn, I'm not looking forward to that. That is nice though.
Can we get a real tree?
Wait, you want me to leave it here?
No, you can take it. Take it and hang it up on your tree at home. Fuck.
We only need one here.
Let me take a picture of it. Set those over here. There we go. Very good.
So, I know the show ain't coming out till after the New Year. But I just wanted to let you guys know
Happy New Year, man.
that Netflix will have fake New Year's countdown programs to get your kids in bed before midnight.
Really?
Yes.
So all you got to do is change all the clocks in your house.
That's handy.
Turn that on so you can get your kid to bed around 10 o'clock.
No shit.
And, you know.
Then you can stay up the rest of the night smoking meth.
Well, is that how it goes? I mean,
Does it have to be meth?
Well, I'd start out with the meth and then switch to heroin later on to come down.
You're going to want to get to sleep sooner or later, right?
Yeah.
Kid's smarter than I thought he was.
Like at 5 o'clock, you start shooting heroin and watching Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion for a cool-down party.
Seems like you've done this before.
Oh,
That was incredibly specific.
I know.
It's just my personal favorites.
It's weird.
And also, like, meth, really? Just go straight Coke.
Yeah, it's classier.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not going for
fucking
classy.
meth.
I'm
Coke's
going-
what rich people do, meth's what poor people do. So
Right.
be poor by buying cocaine.
What? Rich white people. That's poor. That's a rich man, poor man.
Yes.
Japanese
I got you.
businessmen are doing meth now.
So, like, my thing
Well, they
is...
have to.
My
Right.
thing is keep up with the Jones and spend money you don't have on cocaine
I hear you.
so that you feel better than a meth head.
Right. And
Because-
your station is higher in life than that of a meth head. Because you still got a house.
Yeah.
And some cocaine.
Well, for now, anyway.
For now.
It's according to how much cocaine you
Yeah, well,
wind up
I know. You
using.
have to do a lot to equal that speed of the meth head, though, you know? The intensity.
But Coke costs more.
Doesn't meth
Does it?
last longer?
Oh, yeah. No,
Seems
meth
like it lasts
days.
years.
No.
Like you do it once, you're high the rest of your life.
Coke's like 3 hours, where meth is like 24 to 48 according to how used to it you are. So you definitely get better value for your money using meth.
Seems
It's just
like it.
economical.
Yeah.
I feel like even if I was rich, I'd do meth.
But I mean, like, it's
Basic
more economical
economics.
to live in a trailer than an apartment, but I'm never choosing the trailer.
Well, you own the trailer, though.
Yeah, you do, but what do you really own?
Trailer.
Those things depreciate faster than a Hyundai.
You're right, and you do have to buy extra insurance. I don't know. Let's talk about this. So trailer people,
Trailer
methamphetamine.
park people, not rural trailer.
Right, no, there's
We're
a
talking
big,
trailer park.
Right, we did
Trailer Park
make
Boys?
that distinction.
No,
That's
but
more of a
similar.
meth crowd.
Yeah, that's definitely a meth crowd.
Yeah,
Hash
definitely.
and meth. Yeah.
So what about my shitty apartments?
What if you bought a trailer instead of a house so you could do coke instead of meth?
You could do that too.
You have the extra money
Complicated,
because you
yeah.
live in a trailer.
I feel like
and you don't care because you're high on coke.
Well,
I
depends
feel
on
like
what the lot
It's
fees are.
win-win.
Only time you go trailer is when you do it in a non-park setting, where
Okay, yeah.
If you can't like spit on a trailer from your trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and like the whole area isn't trailers, like you're fine.
So basically, if your mailbox isn't on a post with 3 other mailboxes,
Yeah.
then you're
Or if it's
you're-
blocked all the time.
That's a good telltale sign of whether you're in a trailer park or not.
Okay.
Also, if you pay lot fees, probably a trailer park.
And if there's footprints all over the door where the police have come in and kicked the
Yes.
fucking door in,
Yes.
that's a park.
If there's random kids running through the neighborhood throwing bottles at cars,
Yep.
probably a trailer park.
And if the guy that runs it is an alcoholic, it's a pretty good chance.
And
you're
his life mate and partner never has worn a shirt
never.
and loves cheeseburgers.
Again, this is getting incredibly specific.
Yeah, well,
It happens.
we took a turn into Trailer Park Boys territory.
So what do you think? The Taj Mahal? What do you
I
think?
feel like Taj Mahal is like a step up above most trailer parks.
That is nicer on the outside than I thought it would be,
Right.
just from your description of it.
Mhm. Well, I know, but it's the people that matter. You know
That's
what I mean?
those
understand.
people are probably less of druggies. Like there probably aren't too many methies there.
Once you go
I would
into
imagine there's too many, but there are some there.
once people go into trailer parks, unless they're young, like I like when I first graduated high school, like I know a bunch of people that lived in trailer
Yeah.
parks because it was the only thing they can afford to get out of their
Right.
parents' house.
Right.
But once you go into a trailer park, like, or still in a trailer park at like age 25, I feel like you never come out of the trailer park. Like, you might move parks, but you're always going to be a trailer parker.
So, like, once you put in some time and don't get out, then it just becomes...
Yeah. Like, I know tons of people I went to high school with that moved, like, out of their parents' house and into a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But they were, like, 19, and they could afford that while working at the shitty factory here in town. But they eventually, like, got out into an apartment or a house. It was a stepping stone.
Yeah,
but if
can
you're
use it as
25, like if on your 25th birthday,
Let's say you're 35.
Well, 25 I think is the cutoff. If 25, you're celebrating your birthday, 25th birthday in a trailer, you're going to be in a trailer till you die, probably.
What if you're a late bloomer and that's your first year in the trailer, and you're trying to start your stepping
I mean, there's
stones
exceptions
late?
to every rule.
Wait, what were you in before that?
Your parents'
Your
house.
parents' basement?
Yeah.
On the streets.
Are you guys telling me I need to get a trailer?
No.
Yeah.
Why do you want a trailer?
I think you should get one.
Or live in your parents' basement.
Mm-hmm.
I said on the streets, too.
Well, you're fine.
Kim wanted
In
me
the
to point out to
streets.
you that she did grow up in a trailer.
But she didn't hit her 25th birthday on a trailer,
No.
and it was a
No,
real
she didn't
stay in a
trailer.
trailer.
It was not a
She had
park.
a house by the time she was 25.
There
It
you
wasn't
go.
a park, though. Like I
It wasn't
said,
in a park,
real
right.
trailers are different. We're talking about trailer parks, not a trailer on a piece of land.
If you turn 25 as somebody who lives in their own trailer in a park, you kind of the clock's running out.
The park's a different lifestyle than a trailer.
It most certainly is.
on
I'd say
a plot of land.
A rural trailer is like a step below a house.
No, a rural trailer is really acceptable, actually.
Right.
It's like a house. It's like owning a house in a
It's
suburb.
literally like one rung below owning a house on.
I don't think it's below at all. I think it's a lateral move. If you moved from a subdivision to out in the country and into a trailer, same thing.
Well, the only difference is when the tornado hits.
Well, I mean, there are differences. I'm just saying in the, the grand scheme of things.
Here's the important thing, though, is the other day in Slack when I said that she was 21% Irish, what I did not realize is that the thing said she was 21% Irish/Scottish. So I'm going to go ahead and assume she's Scottish.
Wait, did you guys get a 23andMe pack or something?
It was ancestry.
You know what that means.
Y'all are fucked. The police are going to be breaking down your
you
door
and
because you
her
raped a bunch
enemies?
of people
No,
in LA
it
in
means
the
she's
80s.
Scotch-Irish.
Jesus. German-Irish?
Well, I think ancestry just doesn't differentiate between the two. It's one or the other or
Same
both.
thing, right?
So
Pretty close.
Scotch-Irish, which is one of my people.
God damn.
She's one of us.
Don't turn your back on her.
One of us.
She get a razor and cut your fucking throat.
Oh my God.
Why's your phone blowing up, man?
It's her. She's pissed at all the things you're saying.
What did I say?
She can sign in on Twitch and talk to us. I'll talk back to her.
It was
She
a
should be
trailer
doing
park. She's making food right now.
It was a park? I thought it was a rural trailer.
No.
Well, I just put my foot right in my mouth, didn't
You
I?
sure did.
Well, you piece of shit.
In there, in that place of town.
What part?
Is it by the airport?
That's still no. That's still
Okay.
a little better.
It's towards your way.
Like that's close.
But before you get there.
Like
Okay.
that's close
Yeah, I know
to
where it is.
rural. And my point is,
That is more-
she didn't turn 25 in there.
It's a more rural area than other parts.
She escaped the gravity of it.
No,
she never really was
definitely
in the
did.
gravity of it.
So
was
she's
never
a
really
success story.
She was never really in the orbit. It was like a temporary housing situation. It wasn't
Yes.
really, yeah. You didn't buy in.
Thank you.
Right. So you
Tim,
got-
I'm
then you
very
got out.
sorry if I've offended you.
Yeah, don't worry, Brian. She's not mad at you.
No, I'm
I'm
saying.
just saying. It's these are jokes.
Just,
this
just
is
like
comedy.
everything Jason
I know.
chat on for the last 10 seconds
Yeah,
is
yeah.
who she is as a person.
I know.
I'm
And,
very,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry if I've offended you.
We ended the last 3 shows
I
like
have
this.
nothing
I'm
but
gonna
the highest
have to
respect
make
for
some
you.
phone calls when we get done here.
The last 10 minutes of every show is just Jason
I would
apologizing for
like
somebody
to
else he pissed off.
apologize to Jesse Jackson.
The phone is ringing. Put that on silent. I'll have to deal with this after the program is over.
So, in closing, Kim, I respect you as a person. I'm very sorry if my comedy has offended you, and
It's
I
going
hope
off
this will
again.
not further affect our friendship.
It's going off again.
Thank you.
It's in all
I hear
caps
it's
now.
going off again, and it's making me very antsy.
She said Twitch won't let her chat. I don't
no.
know why, but
Oh,
we're,
no.
we're going to figure that out later.
I feel like it's on her end.
Is it on? Is it our end? Is it our
No.
watch? Or is it our watchman there? Fucking.
What is her username in here?
No. I'm not in there either.
No, geez.
No, you are. You're
Oh,
up
I
there.
am now. I wasn't yesterday.
I don't know. I don't own Twitch or Amazon. Very sorry.
Yeah, if you owned Amazon, we'd have a real fucking problem.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't be doing this because I'd be too busy building a rocket to go to the moon.
That's right.
He's not building the rocket to go to the moon. He's letting other people build the rockets to go to the moon, and then he's just going to copy that.
And
For the
he's
record,
going to have people build a rocket
Jason,
for free.
I'm gonna tell you the last two things she sent, and then that'll be
okay.
the end of it. She
All right.
says, "I'm not mad. I just have so much to say."
She's just
Oh
disappointed.
boy, that does not bode well.
That was
for
the
your
last one she
future.
sent, so I
Well-
don't know what she wants to say.
She can come in here next week and yell at me.
She's writing a very long letter for him right now right on the show.
Let's hope that the anger subsides before next week, because you're going to take a fucking ass beating over that.
Well, the good news is it would be the week after next. We have the kids
good.
next weekend.
The anger will have calmed by then. I'm
2
sure.
weeks.
Will you do me a favor?
could just build
will
over
you do me a
time.
favor and delete this show off of her devices after she listens to it once? Delete it.
She's
so
already listening and
I'm just-
writing the letters.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want her to re-listen to it the day before she comes in the show, so she gets all fired up again.
She's not much of a festerer, so you should be okay.
Okay, good. Again, Kim, I'm very sorry.
Typically.
I respect you as a
I've
person.
never made fun of her to the level you just did
Well,
today. So I
21%,
I wasn't making fun of her.
you know.
Obviously, she's one of the.
We got this 21%. It's not going, you know.
Obviously, she's one of the
21%
good
chance.
ones. We are of a kindred. We're both Irish. Come on. Obviously, I wasn't talking about you.
Just everybody else.
Just everybody
No,
else.
just in general, not you, of course. I don't know. I'm just.
I also grew up in a trailer park. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Yeah, I know you didn't, you asshole.
Well,
You were trying.
I grew up in a trailer park.
No, you didn't.
He just. I'm ashamed. It's fucking funny. All right.
Anyway, all
right. Good show.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
That's the thing. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
And,
Thanks again for our wonderful ornaments.
Yeah, thanks again for the
thanks,
ornaments.
Casey. Those were pretty fabulous.
Congratulations on your grandchild.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
God. This music.
so we're gonna close it out now, I guess.
Is this the closing music every show now?
I'm still
You're still
trying to
looking for
find
the
the
right-
one that hits me right as the closing music.
Me too.
I mean, I can try another one.
No, it's fine.
Oh, that's legs.
No,
Oh, hang
no,
on.
no,
It's
no.
on random. We're all fucked now.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, we're. Oh.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
this isn't good. Oh, stuff's went wrong.
God damn it.
Alright. Here we go.
I like the Bossa Nova. This isn't bad. Mark that.
It's Kmart Song 8 is what I've named
Okay.
this one.
Kmart Song
I
8.
need some maracas.
We can do that.
You know what this sounds like? There was a Nintendo system. I want to say it was the Wii U or the Wii.
Casio.
Oh, the Wii music?
Yeah, while you were waiting on something to load,
So you
music
heard
just
this-
like this would
So
play.
you heard this a lot then.
Yeah, it sounds very familiar to it.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing to the show. We appreciate it. Please visit the support page because we need your support. Really.
Yeah.
Especially going into next year.
Especially going into 2 weeks when Kim's here.
Yeah.
I'm going to need lots of support from
some
friends.
ammo, maybe a couple of butterfly knives.
Perhaps somebody that knows how to do stitches handy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a medic. Maybe
Yeah.
a dude can send that medic over here.
Yeah, I think we need him. Leave the dog at home, but send the medic.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Work safe.
Hit it.
Hit it.